What is up, everybody? Welcome here to PCP Movie Night, and tonight we are kicking off the final week of Actionfest 2026, and this has definitely been the most bombastic, most explosive Actionfest of all time. We got 4 great shows lined up for you this week, and we're kicking it off here tonight with the Expendables franchise. All 4 films reviewed and discussed, and I hereby, Rockin' Robbie, hereby call to order the very first meeting of the Expendables Emotional Support Group. And joining us tonight, y'all, we've been through the ringer making it through these movies. And I'm going to be honest with you. Out of the 4 channels involved, because we got some great partners like Metal Elf Collectibles, One Collection Down, Heroes for Hire Comic Club, who was with us tonight. And out of these 4 channels, we may have the weakest lineup for Actionfest this year. However, it's been a fun road. It's been a long road. And the longest part of that road was watching the Expendables franchise. The Expendables franchise. And here to talk about the Expendables franchise is Jelani. What's up, homie?
God. Oh, it was so much work to get on this live stream, and that's just how hard it was to watch the Expendables.
Thank you for adjusting, because for a moment there, it looked like you were watching an IMAX film in a really shitty theater, right? And the cropping was off.
I have done that.
Dude, thank you for being here. I know it took some moments. We had some technical difficulties behind stage, but you know what? You were here to talk about the Expendables, and I am sorry for that.
I am too. We need to talk about it though, because I hurt and I need to let this out.
I had such an existential crisis. I was like, Jelani, you're pretty much booking Actionfest next year, man. Take it away from me.
It is done. Because good Lord, you chose a franchise, my friend. You chose.
Well, you know what? I always wanted to dive into these movies, and I'm very glad that I have. Yeah, okay. Well, I've always wanted to dive into them because I always thought they were good. I mean, hell, they made 4 of them. So anyway, joining us also is our partner in crime in Actionfest. It's Matt from Heroes for Hire. How you doing, homie?
Oh, hey y'all, station. Hey, dogs, guys doing? I got the dog with me. She had to suffer through watching them too.
Oh, is that what's her name? Ivy?
Ivy, yeah.
Hi, Ivy.
Anyway, I'm glad to be here. It's hard to believe we're almost over with Actionfest.
Yeah. Honestly, with my lineup, I'm very happy Actionfest is wrapping up. I'm looking for.
Well, I mean, mistakes were made. Hey, mistakes were made, but it's okay. I'll help you next year.
I'm going to be honest with you, man. I was like, I think the best moment was Death Warrant.
That's saying a lot. That's saying a lot.
All right. Joining us in lamentation and commiseration.
Oh, never mind. I was
Did you just interrupt me as I was trying to transition into introducing the next guest?
I forgot something. I was going to give you the body count, but I can wait. I'm sorry.
You know what, Matt? No, don't wait, because the body count's been one of my favorite things. Tell us where we were before.
All right. Before we were at like 1,313.
And that's the body count of every movie we've covered
so far.
Actionfest.
Before Expendables. So in the first Expendables movie, there's 189 on-screen deaths.
Okay.
But wait, in Expendables 2, there's 489.
Jesus Christ.
And then when we get to part 3, there's 453. And then in the part 4, they slack off a little bit. We have 184. So now that brings our total to 2,623 on-screen deaths.
We've crossed 2,000 deaths in Actionfest, man.
And it's going to get worse. We got John Wick to come and Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And she kills at least 100 dudes in Kill Bill.
Yeah, for sure. At least 88.
At least 88.
If you know what I'm saying. Speaking of the crazy 88s, it's Cliff from Cliff on Comics. What's up, homie?
Hold on, station. I was gonna say, I don't even know if it matters which hand anymore. I'm fighting. I don't know what I'm fighting.
It doesn't matter which hand, Cliff.
Okay.
The only thing is, and I keep telling everybody this, and they don't believe me. You got to angle it out more. No, you're doing it wrong. You got to angle it out like this. Yeah,
like
that's what I'm saying.
He's not wrong.
You want to, and honestly,
Well, I've watched that movie enough times where it never makes sense to my brain, and it's horrible because I'm all about why our brains work.
You know what? I keep doing it like Elon Musk, so I need to quit doing that.
I know,
People
brother.
think something about me.
Look, brothers. I am rocking Robbie Bills, telling y'all right now how to do it. You angle it back, any hand. It doesn't matter. If you're standing next to someone, you do it away from them so that they can do it away from you. And you lean back a little bit. You got to lean back just a little bit.
Oh my! This is a lot of work. There's moving parts.
I know. That's why the rest of the fucking Bad Batch and those backlog bros, whoever the hell they are, they're always like station, and there's just station.
Right.
I'm like, whoa, bro.
They're not us.
Yeah, it's more like you see how I do it. Hey,
well, I know. I don't. That's a bit too much. That's a bit too much. That's like what?
So we're in a cult now. We should be in a cult now.
We've been accused of that.
I don't know why I'm invited to these things. I don't know why the universe decides that I should be part of your most treacherous reviews.
Just like us.
It's you and Greg usually, man. Honestly, y'all get like I don't know what happens, but it just happens.
No, and then I'm like, oh, you write me. I go, I like this, and this, and you're like, yeah, that just all filled up, and I'm like, I hate everyone, and you're like, but I'd love to have you for this, and that, and I'm like, and like one will always be intriguing. You'll bring up some shit I've never heard of, and I'm like, well, at least I can say I watched this crazy ass shit like Henry. And then Henry's like, okay, let's never watch that ever again.
Oh, Henry is way better than these movies.
Awesome.
No, it is, but it's
way better.
Remember, there is, wow, what a great piece of art, but I never want to see it again. And then there's like, wow, what a turd festival. Please, you need to pay me to watch this again. And that's where we are tonight for two of these movies for sure.
Well, I'll tell you this. We got two more panelists. We're going to bring them out very shortly, but Cliff, for the November lineup, I'm going to go to you first. But the trick with the November lineup is if you sign up for one, you have to sign up for all three.
For all of them.
That's the only thing.
Okay.
You sign up for one, you sign up for all three?
Yeah, because we're doing another trilogy of movies, one after another. We've done Lord of the Rings, we've done Godfather. I'm not going to announce the trilogy yet, but I'll let you know backstage, and you can let me know if you're down. But let's bring up the other pair of panelists tonight. We lovingly know them as the Double Dragon Bros. So if anybody can have the Expendables franchise backs tonight, it's going to be the two people that loved the movie Double Dragon. It's going to be Brooks and it's going to be Steph, and I'm bringing them both out right now. How y'all doing?
What's up? Yeah, you guys are lucky to have me because, like, anybody who says you're a cult, like, just point to me. Like, that guy never does the thing. We still let him stay in the club.
That is true. But, Brooks, you will always regulate on someone if I tell you, that motherfucker's not doing the thing. You go, oh, hell no.
How dare that guy not do it?
Yep.
That's fucked up.
What's up, Link, by the way, other Double Dragon bro?
What's going on, fellas?
Double Dragon Bro. That's D squared B. Double DB? How do we want to shorten that? Double DB?
D squared B.
I would say double DB.
Brooks, with that picture with short hair, you kind of look like you kind of look like Rainn Wilson with short hair.
Anytime.
And Steph just looks delicious right there, man. Let's be honest.
That 90s cut, bro. I grow my hair out permanently.
It's the hair
And that was not an insult, by the way. I love Rainn Wilson. So, all right.
He's a handsome guy.
How you doing, Link? You excited to be here, man?
Oh yeah, man. The Expendables action movies. Whew.
All right, let's get into these bitches, man. All right, we're gonna kick it off. We're gonna do two movies, and then we're gonna take a break, and we're gonna come back and do the second two. All right. The Expendables came out in 2010. It was directed by Sylvester Stallone, with a screenplay by David Callahan and Sylvester Stallone. Story by David Callahan, but this was all Sylvester Stallone's whole kind of thing. This was his his idea, his passion project, his vanity project, if you want to call it that.
This is Battlefield Earth. Yes.
It is his Battlefield Earth. It had about an $80 million budget. It made about $275 million. So it did really, really well. And so, of course, they did more, right? Including part 2 and 3 and 4, which we'll get into. But this was my first time watching these movies. I've always been interested in these movies because I love these actors for the most part that are in these movies. I'm a huge fan of Sylvester Stallone. Love the Rambo franchise. Love the Rocky films. Y'all know me. I love Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. I even have an affection for Oscar, right? We just talked recently about Tango and Cash over at One Collection Down, and that was a great movie to revisit, right? So I was excited to see this. Dolph Lundgren's in it. Jason Statham. He's like the new action star of the time, right? I'm actually surprised The Rock is not in any of these, honestly, but his budget would have been the budget of the fucking movie. So I was excited to watch and dive into this franchise. So I watched the first one, and y'all, this movie kind of fucking sucks, dude. It's like not good. Let me tell you what I don't like about it. First and foremost, way too much fucking CG or green screen. Bruh, Sylvester Stallone, I love you, but you are not George Lucas. You know what I'm saying? And even George Lucas shouldn't get away with that kind of shit. In fact, he actually gave it up. But you're not fucking Star Wars. You're not Marvel. We're not watching these movies. We don't watch action movies to see fucking green screen bullshit, fucking PlayStation 3 era effects. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we're here for. And the movie took me out from the get-go, right? Also, Eric Roberts, to me, as much as I love him, wasn't really a very flamboyant or interesting or charismatic villain. In fact, the general that he was manipulating, to me, was more of an actual villain in this movie, right? That's fine. But let's talk about the Expendables. We got Jet Li, we got Terry Crews, we got Dolph Lundgren, Jason Statham, Sylvester Stallone, Mickey Rourke for some fucking reason. I don't know why Mickey Rourke is there. He's not really an action star. You know what I'm saying? But he's there to do his like inconceivable mumbo jumbo bullshit or whatever it is. But I don't know, man. Like they try to do this shit in the movie, like where Gunner tries to hang that dude at first, and they're like, "We gotta take you out. We gotta leave you behind. I'm sorry, bro." You know what I'm saying? He's doing that, and like I just don't like I don't have a connection to this character, so I don't get it. So when he then betrays them, it's not a fucking. It doesn't really. Like if they would have saved that for the second movie, it would have felt more, right? Like I could have done more. Like Gunner, Dolph Lundgren played that character. In fact, he might be the best character out of all of the Expendables, honestly, right? Yeah. And he's actually got the most growth out of all of the fucking characters in the Expendables,
hands down.
Yeah, he's got a great arc if you really think about it. But like, let me know him. And let me know the camaraderie. The problem with the camaraderie, by the way, with all of the Expendables is they expect me to believe that this camaraderie, this dynamic, this chemistry is baked in and they're just riffing off of it. It's not, man. It's like it falls flat. It feels like they don't really have a chemistry. It feels, I don't know any of the shit behind the story. All I know is that eventually Jason Statham and Sylvester Stallone had a fucking falling out at some point. And I think that's why we got the Expendables 4 that we got after such a delay between 3 and 4. But it was one of those clashing of egos, which, as we talked about on Friday night with Tango and Cash, Sylvester Stallone's involved in a project. You're going to have a clashing of egos. He's going to take over the project.
Yeah, he's going to be carrying his ego in his suitcase with him.
Exactly. Yep. And honestly, I'll be cool. It's cool to see all these people together. It's cool to see Arnold and Bruce on screen with Sylvester Stallone. But what's really fucking annoying, where they just all do each other's bits. That's the whole goddamn conversation, right? And you see it in the other movies. Like Arnold says yippee-ki-yay, and then he says he'll be back. Oh my God, Bruce Willis just said he's gonna be back, or whatever the fuck, whoever the fuck said it, right? It just feels like it's leaning on nostalgia. I'm ready for that, but it's like, give me something to it. Give me something beyond just the member berries of it. And that's what Expendables 1 felt like to me. I'm going to give it 1 you dig for bringing all these people together. And I'm going to give it another you dig, okay, for making a movie, because that's hard. So I'm going to give this movie 2 you digs. 2 you digs.
This is going to be called the Monday Night Massacre.
It might be. We shall see. Jelani, the first Expendables film, and you out there in the chat, we want to know what y'all think. What did you think about Expendables? Do you have a history with it? Jelani, why don't you tell us your overall thoughts and your
all right. Okay, so first of all, I will state with this preamble. I watched all 3 Expendables, the first 3 in the theater when they came out. Because I'm such a big action fan, and I wanted to see like Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger and Bruce Willis and like fucking even Terry Crews and Dolph Lundgren. I wanted these people to chop it up in a film. I really did. I was really excited because I saw the first trailer and I was like, I'm in. Shut up. Take my money. I watched Commando. I wanted to see Commando on screen again. That's how much I wanted to see Expendables, the first Expendables. And I saw it, and I was like, it's all right. Like, it could be better. And I was being absurdist because I saw it again this last time, and it's trash. This movie is trash. This movie is garbage. What I hate there are a few things I hate the most. One is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve Austin is a player. You hear me, sons? Stone Cold Austin is a real guy.
I forgot that motherfucker's in this movie. His character's name is...
He fucked up Stallone in real life.
His character's name is Bane, by the way, right?
So he broke his back. Good job. He broke Stallone's back. Stone Cold Steve Austin should be so much more than what he was in this film. I heard like someone else before Eric Roberts was supposed to be the villain in this movie. I wish they picked that person because Eric Roberts is such a generic nothing of a villain.
It should have been Vince McMahon, dude.
He should have been Vince. If he played Vince, it'd have worked. But he was terrible. The guy that was the general or whatever the fuck he was. He was always talking like this. And he's in Dexter like that. And Dexter pisses me off on levels because the way it ended, it ruined the entire series. And he reminds me of it because he's in that show and it's trash. The lady in this, she can eat some dicks and get the fuck on. She can't act for shit. She's got dumb motivations to stay there for Stallone to come back for her. It's dumb. And she gets waterboarded. And by the way, if it's that actual woman got waterboarded for this job, I feel bad for her. Because I'm never getting waterboarded for any amount of money. And she got waterboarded in this movie unless it was someone else. And
I'm sure she has nose plugs on or some shit, man.
I don't give a fuck. I wouldn't waterboard, period. I wouldn't simulate it. I wouldn't pretend it's happening. Fuck that. Fuck them for even doing that. I hate Mickey Rourke's monologue. I hate it so much. What? I think about that shit often because I think about it and I'm like, Mickey Rourke is saying this stupid thing about this girl killing herself and I wasn't that. And Stallone's like, and then Mickey Rourke's like, and then Stallone's like, and they like had a moment. I was so mad. It made me.
I just wish mad. Arnold would have shown up to be like, blah, blah, blah,
blah. Don't worry, he's later. He does that later. But okay, and the other thing I hate about this movie, the plastic surgery. There's so much plastic surgery in everyone's face. Sylvester Stallone should not have a goatee. There should be a rule in like Hollywood where he should. Other than Get Carter and Tulsa King. Should this motherfucker have a goatee for any reason?
Dude, that's the height of his weak chin.
Let's be honest, man. Get Carter's pretty fucking dope, man. Rachel Lee Cook.
I'm talking about he got a good goatee in Get Carter.
Yeah, he does,
goatee in
man.
Get Carter.
He does.
He does.
And Copland. Does he have a goatee in Copland?
Yes, he has a goatee in Copland. What I'm saying is this: he didn't need one in the Expendables.
He's got the pencil thin fucking shit.
Yeah.
When he's doing the Just for Men bullshit, man, in these movies, man.
It's painted on or something.
Awful. I'm so mad with the first Expendables. Like it's a combination of so many awesome talents. Because Bruce Willis as Church in those movies is my favorite part of these movies. Because he's a dickhead. And like knowing what I know now about Bruce Willis, because like the third movie, they were like, "You want me in this movie for $3 million?" He was like, "Fuck you, I want $4 million." And they were like, "What? You're Bruce Willis?" And they're right. They should pay the $4 million, but they didn't. And then Expendables 3 happened, and it was trash. Other than Harrison Ford, we're gonna get there. But it's just I hate this first movie so much because of Mickey Rourke's speech. It makes me so mad. Because it's empty. Like it could be good, but it's empty.
I thought that was probably the best acting in the movie. Was that?
No
scene.
shit. You're right, and that's saying a lot. That's saying an exceptional amount. But unfortunately, guys, that's the best part of this movie, and I hate it. Like that makes me hate this movie more because it feels forced. It's not real. It's
the
not
best
genuine.
part of this movie is Charisma Carpenter. Let's get that right, y'all.
She is fine as fuck. She is fine as fuck in this movie. Jason Statham is awesome in this film. I love the basketball scene for no dumb reason at all. I don't know why. There are good parts of this movie. So, sorry all that to say this. I do apologize. I'm gonna give this a 3. I hate this movie, but I will watch it again because we gotta talk about 2. I hate this movie, but it's a 3. It's nowhere near 4, so I'm gonna give it a 3.
Okay. A 3 you digs from Jelena.
So
I like that. That's very respectable for the first Expendables film. What about you, Matt? What are you thinking, man? I know you've had to
I've powered through it. All right. Well, you know what? I look at it this way too. Like Lionsgate Cinema, they are the new Canon Pictures.
Oh.
All right. I don't know. That's insult. That's actually an insult to Canon Pictures, though. Now I think that actually the best highlight as far as acting goes is Mickey Rourke. But I mean, I like the speech. That was probably one of the only acting bits I like. But I like the. I'm just going to try to give you the positives first. I like the airplane. The airplane was kind of a character of its own. I kind of like those old airplanes that land on the water. And I like the scene where they took the plane around. He pops up in that little trap door or whatever, and he pops up with the machine guns, and they mow down the guys on the dock, and then he releases the fuel, and he shoots the. That's a great action sequence.
It is.
But now we're going to get into the bad. First off, the CGI. Oh my God! Like Robbie saw it earlier. Like they CGI gunfire and knife throwing, for fuck's sake. You can't get somebody to throw a freaking knife, for God's sake. There's some of these movies, they CGI blood splatter. You can't even afford to get squibs. The budget's $80 million and we can't get some squibs.
That budget was the cast, though. That's the problem, right?
That had a lot to do with where they filmed. There are certain places where you film, they won't allow it, and you end up doing CGI. Pan's Labyrinth, because of that property they were filming on, right? They had to use CGI blood splatter. Except, I still think Pan's Labyrinth did a lot better than this.
Yes. Well, it's not good CGI. You can do it in a good way, but like this is not a good way. They did not do it in a good way. Also, I think that the banter, the friendly little back and forth banter between Stallone and Statham seems forced to me.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike with Tango and Cash, it seemed a little bit more free flowing, and I believe these two guys were.
I feel like these guys really don't like each other, but I thought Tango and Cash actually liked each other. But,
yeah, I feel like maybe you're right. Also, but Jason Statham's terrible poem at the end, Lord have mercy on my soul. But the one thing, like Robbie said, it's cool seeing these guys back together. It's cool to see Arnold and Stallone, like just like I don't know, and like we'll get into the other ones later, but of course Bruce Willis shows up, and that's kind of like the holy trinity of like 80s, not early 90s.
That's Planet Hollywood right there, baby.
That's Planet Hollywood. It's like, yeah, that's right, Planet Hollywood right there. And like I love Terry Crews. Terry Crews is one of my favorite people in the world, and I feel like he was underutilized in this film.
Oh yeah,
and
a lot of people underutilized in these movies.
And like the natural Randy Couture, he's a hell of an MMA fighter, but like
not an actor.
He's not an actor, and that's going to be a pattern here.
But why they got to do the ear bit every goddamn movie, man?
Every fucking movie.
They don't. They just do it 1 and 4.
Also,
the 4 times, no one gives a shit.
I love Dolph Lundgren, but they don't give you the back history that Dolph Lundgren's got a substance abuse or drinking problem.
Not
we
once.
Don't get, and like we don't get any origin story. We don't see how these guys are put together. Like Stallone put this team together or anything. We hear like tidbits of it, like part 4 and 3. But we really don't know why. Like Robbie said, we're just supposed to believe that these guys have camaraderie out the gate, but we don't know their history together of each other until much later.
Right.
And I thought Eric Roberts, who can play a very good bad guy.
Yep.
Was really like I think it was the writing. But the same thing I'm gonna say about this movie that I'll say about a Neil Breen movie or one of these other vanity projects. When you see a movie that's written, directed, and produced and stars the same person, it's a vanity project. And this is a Stallone vanity project. This guy's 64 years old, and I'm supposed to believe that he can hang off of airplanes. Also, there's a sequence in it where they keep running, her and Austin and them keep dragging this girl around. Why don't you she's like dragging you down. If you're trying to escape. Why are you still dragging this girl around? And then, like, the worst CGI.
She's hot.
I mean, I know that. She is hot. I mean, I've seen Angel. But the worst offense of this movie, to me, is the CGI flames on Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's going,
dude, he looks as bad as the Human Torch in that Roger Corman Fantastic Four movie, man.
And I think they did my boy Austin wrong. You know, Austin 316 in this movie says your part was weak. But
in the other movies, he should have been in the other movies going forward.
Yeah, they killed him off just like that, though. They killed him off just like that.
He should have come back half fucking cyborg or some shit, dude.
Yes.
There was no budget for that.
Also, the Jason Statham relationship was forced too. That when they had this just to put this love interest thing in it, like it just didn't really fit into it. Why did we have to have that? And they kind of there's a holdover that in part 2 you'll see too. But that's all I got to say. I guess it's time to rank it. I'm like Jelani, just because like I remember when it came out, I kind of enjoyed it. And this movie did make a lot of money at the box office, amazingly.
It did.
It seems like on the second watch here, like there was a lot of mistakes I saw that I didn't see before or something. Maybe I was smoking weed that night I watched it. I don't know. But I'll give it a 3, just like Jelani.
All right, a 3 from Matt as well.
But that's probably as high as it's going to get tonight. Spoiler alert.
Now, I will say that I have heard.
We'll talk.
I have heard that one of the things that inspired Stallone was that he was watching the rise of the MCU, right? He was seeing what people were doing, like Iron Man, Captain America. Oh, they're going to do the Avengers. He saw that. He's like, yo, we could do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could get everybody together. We could do it, right? Yeah.
Well, it's also, it could be called, instead of the Expendables, they could call it the used to be A-listers, now B-listers.
Well, most of these guys are always
A-listers in Hollywood.
Also, by the way, I'm all for dumbass Stan Lee shit names. But honestly, the names are so stupid. Hail Caesar, Yin Yang,
Christmas,
Toll Road. Like
the last name's Christmas. Remember those guys' names? Statham's name's Christmas. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Cliff, what do you think about Expendables 1 overall and rate it?
Well, I don't know what planet y'all are on, but when I went to the theater with my good friend David to see this, we walked in straight up, be like, it's a popcorn flick. I expect this to be the wildest, most offensive bullshit ever let's go have a good time. And we did have a good time. It delivered. It is, and the thing is, like, things I've heard you guys complain about in this movie, like dragging the girl around and shit, is littered all over the movies you grew up with in love. You know, it's just
they did it better though. This is a ripoff of that.
Young. They're old as fuck here, and they're even older today. They're old as fuck in these movies. Jason Statham is the only person who can move at a healthy speed, which is why we get the motorcycle leap explosion thing with him. He's the only one who can handle it. But also, I want to say, Mickey Rourke's speech about the girl on the bridge is the literal spine of this movie.
I know. This is terrible.
I know, but like it's perfectly good, and like you're just like, and I hate it. I hate it.
Fucking hate it.
It's the worst. The fact that this is good.
That's the best Jelani impression I've ever heard, Brooks. What do you think?
So like, we need this moment of like, I feel like if I had stopped and done something for that girl, not only would I have saved her life, it would have saved a piece of my soul. I mean, again, it's not a perfect movie, but I mean, that's the freaking thesis of the film.
That's what gets Barney to go back.
Yeah, exactly. That's another thing. That's
You
another thing I like about this movie. I appreciate that Stallone actually looks like he's trying to act like Barney. Like I feel like he's Barney. I don't feel like he's Stallone. And I feel like we start losing that real quick. Midway in the second film, we'll get to that later. But I actually think it's a really well done scene. I don't know what Stallone still does and doesn't have in him when it comes to being a writer. He obviously had some good stuff sitting inside of him when he was younger, and I don't know if the co-writer is the one that came up with the scene, but I actually think this scene is really great, you know. And I still think that despite all the flaws, hey J-Med, professional teacher on writing scripts, please drop notes. The movie is 4 turds in a full blossom. No, you're thinking of Expendables 4, and it's actually a dozen turds. So I'll get to that later too. But like, there's some people actually trying to act in this movie, and some of it is just happy horse shit. You know, like the 3 dudes meeting at the church. Like, yeah, I knew that was happy horse shit. I was like, you guys don't realize like how long ago this was. I remember watching Entertainment Tonight and Entertainment Tonight commenting on what it took to get those 3 to be in a room for 3 hours in the morning just to film that little bit of bullshit, you know? And then like, it's there for the little bit of bullshit, you know? I get it. But like, it's still a rewatchable action film. But again, maybe it's because I give them grace for their age. Maybe because like
we gave it 3s. Continue.
Right? No, I know, but like y'all gave it like vicious. Y'all gave it 3s, like it was just pure pity. You know, like it was it was maybe. Yeah. Now,
hey, don't get me confused. I gave it a 2.
Right? You were like a savage. I'm like,
hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I enjoyed Samurai Cop more than this movie.
Wow.
Samurai Cop's a classic. Let's let Cliff continue. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Cliff. Go ahead, Cliff.
All right. Okay. Woo! You know what? Let me try to focus and go back to my notes because the emotions will derail me. They will. And by the way, I feel so forced into this, and I actually am going to give this a very kind 3. I almost gave it 3.5. And I found Eric Roberts very slimy, and I like that he was a slimy, manipulative villain. You know, but the other guy, his underling, like, you know, he delivered all the stuff. And again, there's lots of movies like this where we have a slimy dude or a slimy bitch, and then we got their underlings.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. He is the Texas rattlesnake.
Yeah, and he
fairly
fairly impressed me in this movie. But I mean, again, this movie is just so flawed. Like, first of all, Arnold and Willis's cameos. At least I walked into it knowing it. Jet Li, God damn it, Jet Li! I wanted more Jet Li. Why is no one saying that they wanted more Jet Li? I don't know, but I wanted more Jet fucking.
I want more Jet Li in all of these fucking films, dude.
Exactly.
To be honest with you,
Also,
exactly. He is underused horribly. Even in 3.
When we get to 2 and 3, I'm gonna have other thoughts about what I wish
We're
they
not
had done
even-
with this movie. But anyhow, the movie, I think the movie knows what it is. And I think it's very important because I do think the first 2 films understand their assignments, right? And like this one is about damaged men. They were used as the expendable soldier. And then, of course, they turn out to be survivors, right? And like, there's still something there. You know, does it feel like my father's interpretation of the Avengers? Of course it does. Of course. But, you know, actually, maybe even worse. Maybe if I were a father, it would be like my childhood interpretation of the Avengers. I don't freaking know. I'm old as hell, but not having kids keeps me young. So yeah, I'm going. It's rough around the edges. It doesn't capitalize on its cast. There's an ounce of sincerity underneath the macho bullshit. And I appreciate these things. Maybe because I'm becoming old. I don't know. But I appreciate the little things. And not one movie is getting a 0.69 tonight. Because how dare they? But I'm giving this one a 3. But I'm generously and lovingly giving it a 3.
all right, a generous and loving 3.
Yes.
Hell yeah, Cliff. I like that. So far we got a 2, a 3, a 3, and a 3. Brooks, what about you? First time watch?
Well, the first one's not a first time watch. I'd seen it before, but the thing about the Expendables movie is like, you know, when I was a kid, especially like elementary school, this was like a dream to have like all these action guys in the movie. I remember we used to talk about on the playground, like, well, if there's a movie like the Terminator and Rambo and Dirty Harry and fucking Die Hard guy, and like, you know, it's just like a silly speculation. And like, I remember when this movie came out, and like, it was like, I was like, ooh, might be interesting. But I kind of like, I had this feeling like it was going to be one of those monkey's paw things. And so like, I never watched it for a long time. But then eventually I picked up this at Walmart. It's like a 5-film collection. It's got, wait, it's upside down. It's got Dredd, Hellboy, Kick-Ass, Escape Plan, and the Expendables. I got it for Dredd, obviously. But like, you know, I was like, I want to see the Expendables too. So I watched it on this, and it's not very good. It's a dum-dum movie made by dum-dums for dum-dums, and that's kind of like its charm in a way, but like it's also like extremely like empty in a lot of ways too. Like, you know, it very much feels like there's not enough stuff. Like what this movie could use is like, you know, a Dave Filoni style like prequel animated series where you get like 2 seasons of like how the Expendables got to like season 1, and then like the 3rd season you do between Expendables 1 and 2, and like, you know, so you actually get like backstory on the characters. But like that's the problem, is like you see these guys and like they look awesome, but like they hardly get to do anything. Like, you know, you don't get to see Terry Crews do a whole lot. You don't get to see Jet Li do a whole lot. And like, you know, they drop you little hints, like, you know, Stallone, he's got the cowboy quick draw thing going that he does in every movie. So because he's like the old time, like I'm like the old sheriff, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but so it has its charm, definitely. But like, you know, it definitely was like I felt like empty inside after seeing it. I'm like, oh, wow. Well, that wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. But, you know, it's fun in its own way. So I'd give this one a 2. Like, you know, below average. But like, I could be convinced to watch it again. Under the right circumstances.
I'm expecting to hear 0.5s when we get to Expendables. All right, I'm expecting to hear 0.5s coming from people.
I got some 0.5s. I think maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens. A 2.
We're not there yet.
A 2 from Brooks. All right, Brooks. Me and you agree there. What about you, Link? Do you agree with your Double Dragon bro, or do you feel somewhat different?
So when I saw this trailer all the way back in 2010, I was a young man. I'm still kind of young. No, but I was excited for it. You know, the premise, the idea is really cool. You know, I think it's something action fans have always wanted to see. But it was about like 10, 15 years too late of an idea. Like when I saw this movie initially, I was like, meh. And when I rewatched this movie, it's still a meh. This movie screams wasted potential to me. I don't know. I like Brooke said, they don't really do anything. Like they just kind of stand around looking edgy and cool, and there's like the implication that they do shit, but we never really see it. You know, like I've seen like the whole fight with like Jet Li versus Dolph Lundgren. I've seen Jet Li fucking take on like Rise of the Dragon. He takes on like two dudes at the same time, like the same size as Dolph Lundgren. Like mind you, it was like fucking 10 years senior to this, but still like that fight was not exciting, you know. It's just them kind of the whole movie is kind of like. I mean, yeah. I just don't feel like anybody. This movie was just kind of like I'd be curious if you were to show this to like a younger teen or someone from like today's generation or like, you know, Gen Alpha or whatnot, and see their reaction, because I think a lot of this movie is based off of our knowledge of, hey, these guys were fucking action stars of yesteryear. So there is that charm going into it because we're like, oh shit, they're finally in a movie together, but they don't really do shit. Like, to be honest, like this movie's always been wasted potential to me. Yep. Yeah, we get to see all these guys on screen together for the first time. That's cool, but that's all it does. So I give it a 2.
All right. Okay. A 2 from Steph. All right. I'm excited to see where this conversation is going to go tonight. So let me do some calculations, everybody, real quick. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So we have a 2 from me, a 3 from Jelani, a 3 from Matt, a 3 from Cliff, a 2 from Brooks, and a 2 from Link for a PCP average of 2.5. 2.5 for the first Expendables film. And most everybody here on the panel, I think, has already said that it's going to be downhill from here. So let's see.
My words are downhill after number 2.
Let's see what happens, because number 2 happened in 2012, 2 years later, because the first one made money. So let's do it again, right? But this time, Sylvester Stallone had Richard Wink work with him on the script, and Simon West directed this film, who may have done bullshit films like Lara Croft Tomb Raider, but he also did Con Air. So that's pretty freaking cool, right?
I love that movie.
And in this movie, we get to add in Chuck Norris and Jean-Claude Van Damme. This movie had a budget of about $100 million. It made $315 million.
God.
So made more money than the last one. Because the first one was a big success, and I remember it being a big success.
The big
and
one, like 400 million or something.
Even though I never saw the first one, I remember the trailers for the second one. And I remember going, Jean-Claude's in this movie, right? And honestly, that's why we're doing the Expendables franchise, is because I was a coward and did not choose the Universal Soldier franchise and instead cheated and try to get Van Damme with a bunch of other action stars all in one show, right? And who can fault me, right? Like, right? You never seen these movies. You're told there are 4 movies with all these people in them. Let's check it out. Van Damme's in one of them. It counts for your Van Damme little action fest little bit that you're doing this year, Robbie. So I watched this movie. I was very excited to see Van Damme. I thought Expendables 1, you know what? I didn't really like it, but maybe they can build on that. I still think, first and foremost, that the CG usage in this movie sucks. It really does. But I do believe that the action sequences themselves improve a little bit. They become a little bit more clear, and I'm talking about the fighting, and I'm talking about the big explosive scenes, right? That opening scene in the forest or the jungle or whatever, I thought was pretty fucking dope, to be honest. There's some really great set pieces in here. Okay.
Like where the
I also
dam, too,
felt
the bridge. Yeah, that was.
yeah. I also felt that the camaraderie, the chemistry between these characters gets slightly better. It's still not great. It's still a little up and down, a bit inconsistent, but it does get a bit better here, right? I hate how they write Jet Li off so quickly. I hate this bullshit story about the new guy named Billy the Kid.
Oh my god!
They all got a dumbass name, right? Is that the Hemsworth brother?
It is.
Liam,
Yo,
yeah.
have you
Liam.
ever watched a movie where the thought "get this man a body bag" ran through your head so quickly? I mean, woo!
He's all sitting there like, he's all
like,
like, bad news, boss. This is my last mission.
he was supposed to be-
I'm giving it up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and marry the love of my life and,
I was like,
and
oh
raise
no,
children.
death
You're
certificate.
dead.
Oh no,
You're dead.
Here's the thing, man. I love Van Damme. First of all, why is he wearing shades the whole goddamn movie? What's he
Come on,
hiding?
puppy dog eyes, dude.
What's he hiding, man?
Oh,
He's hiding
sweet.
that shit? He shouldn't be hiding that, man. He needs to own the weathered look that he has earned.
he did when he did that Amazon Prime series.
Oh, yeah. And also when he did the movie JCVD, which we have yet to cover. So just wait. That's
I've
still
never
on the
seen it.
horizon, y'all. We still got plenty of Van Damme movies to cover. That being said, not really a super memorable villain. I like the idea that he's just like a guy who's like a mobster who's like, yo, what if we moved into plutonium? Like he goes like, we went from protection to drugs to sex work to plutonium. Where the fuck not?
movie Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom?
And it's very Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. We're making like people's. It's very much like that in like what episode 5 of the Clerks animated series, right? It's like the same
Yes.
plot there. It's so weird. The weirdest stretch in the fucking movie, man. The weirdest stretch in the movie when they kill Billy the Kid, poor little Liam. He
That
gets
was
his
the best
homie.
kill ever.
He gets his dude to
Ever.
hold his fucking knife up, and he roundhouse kicks the
Oh, but
fucking
like
knife
That
into
was
his
just an
chest.
excuse for Van Damme to get a big
That was
kick
awesome.
in, baby.
Oh my god! And then let me tell
That
you
was
something.
awesome.
No way a 70-year-old Sylvester Stallone whips the shit out of a 60-year-old Van Damme. No fucking
Change.
way.
Change.
I fucking call
Change.
bullshit on that. However, I know the
Change.
change. I will give this movie a slightly better score than the last one. I will give it a half a ya dig extra for a little bit of better action sequences, and I will give it a half of a ya dig for Van Damme. So I will give it a 2.5. We're going to reverse the order this time and start with Link. Link, what do you think about Expendables 2? And what do you rate it? You out there in the chat, let us know.
So I mean, yeah, everything is a slight improvement in this movie. The action scenes feel cleaner. Van Damme is a better villain than Eric Roberts for fucking sure. I remember feeling really bad for Liam Hemsworth when this came out, because I remember knowing that he almost had the Thor role, and like Avengers had just come out, and then he comes out with this shit like a month after Avengers, and he gets killed off immediately. I was like, damn, that sucks. But yeah, this movie still, I mean, I guess the highlight for me was fucking Schwarzenegger, Stallone, and Bruce Willis teaming up at the end. But still, there's like this air of corniness to it.
I do like seeing more of Bruce and Arnold actually being involved in the movie. That's actually cool.
Yeah,
when
instead of
Bruce
just
and Arnold,
yeah.
this is the movie where they get in the little tiny car together, right?
Oh yeah, he rips the fucking door off.
It's the door off. This is awesome. I love it.
But
Yes.
this it's still kind of falls flat for me. It has its memorable bits, slight improvements, but I'm right there with you, Robbie. I think this is, without saying too much, for me, this franchise gets better with every movie. I give this one a 2.5.
Oh, a 2.5 from Steph. Somebody mentioned Chuck Norris in the chat. I appreciate the Chuck Norris bit, but it really annoyed me when all they were doing when Chuck Norris showed up was Chuck Norris bits. I'm like, come on, can we be a little
He
bit
told his
more
own joke.
clever than
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
going, oh my God, Chuck Norris just did one of the internet memes.
Hey, Robbie,
he just said
that's
one of
not-
the internet
those
memes.
Those aren't bits. That's historical fact.
Oh, whatever. See, you're doing one right now. It's kind of annoying right now. You know?
You got a CG
Also-
fist.
Also, this
Yeah.
movie is the biggest waste of charisma Carpenter, right? It's the last
Yeah.
Expendable movie she's in, but it's the biggest waste. Seriously, she's in there in the
She
very
took to
fucking
the bar.
beginning, and that's it.
She was gonna cheat on you.
Why do we even
She's gonna
care
cheat on
about?
you.
Why do we even care about Lee's fucking love life throughout this goddamn?
You know what I
franchise?
care about? I care about my homegirl collecting a paycheck.
That's right. I wish they would have kept
She
charisma
did.
in
That's
all
a
of
good
them,
way to
man.
look at it, Cliff. That's a good way to look at it.
I got to meet her and introduce her to her panel, and her and Emma Caulfield. One of my favorite memories of last year, but one of my favorite memories of this year is about to come up, and that's Brooks telling me what he thinks about Expendables 2.
Oh,
And so this is like this is the first time, and it's a step up, definitely, but it does still suffer from all the problems of the previous movie. Like you still don't know really anything about these guys, and like you're not going to. Like this is basically like we got a new villain guy. He's a European guy who's like enslaved in a village. Like I like Jean-Claude in this movie, and I like the fact that they give him sunglasses because he's got those puppy dog eyes and his gentleness just shines through. So
Yeah, you're right.
They got to cover him up with those
You
dark.
are right.
glasses.
I wish he had more screen time, man.
Yeah,
He's barely.
And his fucking name, bro.
Hey,
The
His
line
name is
and he was playing
Villain.
the villain.
Villain.
Yeah, I thought that was fun. I love that. I thought that was
It's
so
so
cool.
stupid. It's so fucking stupid. Like a 13-year-old wrote this shit, man.
And they all got these neck tattoos like we're devil worshippers or something. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot
This
that.
is
I forgot
this is
about the whole
sipping
they
fucking
smack.
are.
greatness
They said
thing.
they were.
But yeah, it's still stupid. It's still dumb. But like you can enjoy it a little more if from having like seen the first one, so you know what you're in for basically. Like you know what to expect. And it basically, like I said, it carries on a lot of the problems of the previous movie, but it improves them on a little bit. You get the Chuck Norris thing was fun. Like I thought it was funny, but it is a whole lot of these guys like basically doing that for themselves in this movie.
Just jerking themselves
Yeah,
off on
like,
stage.
guys,
Hey,
bro,
what do you think about this, buddy?
We're gonna be like,
Yeah.
like, I'll be down for doing that. Can you have a CGI fist pop out of my beard? Oh, sorry, man. We don't have the budget for that, though.
That would have been cool.
But yeah, so I give this one a 2.5 as well. Yeah, it's a step up, but it's still like pretty mediocre as far as action movies go.
Fucking double dragon bros. How about the triple terror bros right here, man? Hell yeah, we're on the same page so far. Me,
Masters of disaster.
Steph, and Brooks. Man, this is awesome, dude. I like this. We're combined. We're the Manny faces of the Expendables
No, you
franchise.
need to
right
get
now.
a picture Photoshop with 3 ninjas with you guys in it.
Oh, that's a great idea. That's a.
That's the guy.
You write that down, and as I write that down, Cliff, why don't you tell us what you think about Expendables 2?
I think Expendables 2 actually understands what Expendables is supposed to be. And then after this, they were like, wow, we really figured out what worked. And then they threw that out the fucking window for the next 2 films. So this one is the shiniest and pretty. This one's the only non-pearly turd in my book. Jean-Claude Van Damme works for me. Also, I feel like he understands the assignment, why he's there. Liam Hemsworth, just like Link, I'm like, oh my goddamn. I feel so bad for him. I watch this movie now and still feel bad for him. And I was like, get this man a body bag. Get him a body bag. Chuck Norris. Arnold, Bruce Willis, and Stallone together did it for me. Like that was a lot of fun. Actually, you're absolutely right, Robbie. Getting them together was and getting them together and shooting guns. Like I was like, thank you we don't ask for much. We don't ask for much, right?
It's very simple.
You know, and then like the fans, this is the correct, everyone take note. This is the exact correct amount of fan service. Do never cross this line. This is where the line for fan service ends. Right here.
Fact.
Right here. Just this is it. It was the perfect amount of fan service. All right. Also, this movie was like, okay, we did the whole like thing. Now let's just get into it. All right, they're a bunch of old men. They're a bunch of good. And they made it. Then they made good jokes about them being all old and fucked up. Good. Thank you. I needed that. This movie, to me and to me alone, for someone who doesn't enjoy this genre of movies the way y'all do, and I don't know who I am. Like I'm like, what parallel universe did I grow up on? But this movie is a celebration of the action genre.
Celebration, bitches.
That no longer exists. All right? These guys are old. We know it. The movie jokes about it. I'm okay with it. I ended up loving it. Of them, this
Jason
one is
Statham's keeping it alive.
Oh, of course, but that's fine. I'm okay with it. This movie is dumb. It's self-aware. It's completely committed to its assignment, whether you like that or not. I understand their assignment here. It is committed. Of all of these, and this will be the only time this happens tonight, because this is truly the end of the line right here. This one is my favorite of them. This one gets a straight 4 out of 5 you digs for me.
Damn, a 4 you digs.
This one is the real Expendables movie. You know.
All right, 4 out of 5 from Cliff. I like the boldness there, but can you be
I just like, even despite everything wrong with it, I look at all these shit ass movies that we celebrate from the past, and I'm like, okay, you guys, they're old as fuck, and 100 million in 2012 doesn't go as far as you think. I'm like, you know, like, come on.
I understand that.
I feel like we're making excuses for why it should be.
I may be making excuses, and maybe I'm not. I enjoyed it, is my point. I actually enjoyed it for what it's supposed to be, and I was afraid I would enjoy this less, because the first one I think I enjoyed less after all these years. But I actually like this one. I feel this one is it. I feel like if you look at the Expendables franchise and you're like, which one is the one that defines the franchise, this one does it. They all achieve something interesting. I will give you that as soon as I start getting into them 1 and 1.5s, because that's coming next. But I feel this one is the one that did it closest to end goal. You know, and why they couldn't keep this up going? Like nightmare fuel. The next 2 movies, nightmare fuel.
All right. I like the boldness. Let's see if you can be as daring as Matt is going to be right now. Matt, what do you think about Expendables 2?
I also think it's an improvement. And I will say this, though, as somebody that grew up in this genre, yeah, you would think I would love all these movies, but like, look, even in a cheesy B movie, there's a action movie, like in Canon Pictures, like American Ninja, there's hitting a mark and knowing what you are. And I just don't think this one did that a lot in the first one. But in the second one, like Cliff said, we kind of leaned more into this nostalgia thing. We had Chuck Norris. We actually see Bruce Willis and Arnold and Chuck and all them fight with them, which is really cool. And Van Damme's a good bad guy. I don't really remember him being a bad guy much, except for like No Retreat, No Surrender, maybe was one of his first movies. Maybe another one where he was a Russian baddie, but it was a Russian baddie in that one too.
He doesn't do it much. That's why I wanted him to like chew scenery more, man.
Yeah,
like,
he started out like that though, like
mustache
ruthless, like. But I'm not gonna be cry about Liam Hemsworth dying, because he did my girl Miley Cyrus wrong. So fuck him.
Yeah, damn, bro.
Matt
anyway, don't chose sides, man.
Leo.
Sorry, I chose
She got
sides.
chicken butts, man. She got chicken butts.
All right. I don't know.
God damn, Delaney.
Let's ask Robbie think.
But I did like the Dreadnought Thunder Machines thing at the first stuff they were driving in. It looked like that's a toy reference. If anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about,
That's some dope shit.
Yeah, those were some cool vehicles, and they do the slide thing where they go down the. But the one thing I'll say about this movie, and I watched 2 of these movies with my dad, who was in the Marines. He said these guys have no. You could tell most of these guys have never been in the military. They have no tactical awareness at all. They're just running around here shooting guns and tossing grenades over here and there. But it's supposed to be like that, right? Because you got to get them all on the job. Yeah.
Right.
But like, also I like the sequence where they're on the river and they got all these boats coming at them and they're firing all these weapons. That's a really great action sequence put together.
It is.
And you get that suspense, like, are we going to be able to pull up, pull up, pull up, and pull up? And that's a great way. It's like a James Bond intro. You know how you always had, we couldn't wait to the next James Bond movie to see how they're going to get this badass action sequence to come together. I think they should have leaned into it more and got more guys. Like, we should have got Michael Biehn in this movie and some other old school like action people. You know what I mean? Like
Denzel.
could have got just leaned into it even more. That's what I say. If you know what you are, and like they actually had a director that knows what an action movie is supposed to look like. But there are some stuff that I didn't like. There's like still more horrible banter between the guys, and the whole plutonium thing is so 1980s or 90s of a and like. Also, the way they explain why it's in that mine, the Soviet Union, they hid it in there, they stole it. Why would the Soviet Union need to steal plutonium? They already had tons of weapons-grade plutonium.
They hid it though, man. Nobody's been able to get to it
since
2012.
But like,
because of the they should have been like because of the Mayan calendar. This is our last chance to get the fucking plutonium.
This would have worked better if the people who hid it were actually Soviet mafia. That would have worked better.
Yeah, that would have worked better. I think so, Cliff. But there's also this
I would have loved to see Jean-Claude try to do a fucking Russian accent. That would have been great.
I like how they had. I like how they had Chuck Norris. How they had Chuck Norris come in and save them. It was kind of funny. Chuck Norris would just appear out of nowhere and save their ass. It's like
this motherfucker shows up hobbling with a cane.
Yeah.
Like,
older and shit. Like his best. And he could probably still whip half their asses because of all the karate. But
I do appreciate that they know the memes, that they know the legacy of all these action stars.
I did like the joke about like the Cobra died 5 days later. Also, they kind of do some cheesy shit too, like where they're like, and it's kind of trying to reference like Chuck Norris's movie Lone Wolf McQuade, and he says sometimes it's good. I thought you were a lone wolf. I thought you were a lone wolf.
Sometimes I like to run with the pack.
Yeah, and then also the I'll be back now. I'll be back, and then Bruce Willis goes like that. And everybody, I'm sure that's a moment in the theater where everybody's like, "Yeah."
I hate that.
I know you hated Arnold's like yippee ki.
That's why this movie's not a fucking 3, man.
But the funniest part is also the little smart car. He just rips the door right off of it.
That's great.
And it also made me sad though seeing Bruce Willis knowing what we know now. Because he just can't do that.
This is his last performance in these movies too.
Was it? Yeah. I mean, he did a lot of like straight to DVD movies the last decade or so.
Because of what we know now.
Yeah. And also, like,
but that's what I'm saying. How long was he suffering from?
Oh, it's been like decades.
He's been suffering for a while since like Cop Out. Yeah,
it's been a while.
He was having trouble instead of Cop Out. That's why him and Kevin Smith.
That's why I hate Kevin Smith because he didn't understand it. Yeah.
By the way, you know, like nepotism is not as good as it should be because Dakota Norris exists, and why is no one using him? You know, John Wayne's grandson
kicking me in the face, bro.
Yeah, I mean, this dude can do stuff. John Wayne's grandson is the freaking physical body of the Mandalorian. I feel like he's worth more than that. These people, I was like, nepotism. God damn, use it when you should use it.
I'm going to forget what I had to say. Now, that part where he has his boy hold the knife up, Robbie, and kick, they just added that so Van Damme could get some kicks in. He got to get some high kicks in, right?
He's got to get them in, man.
It's like in wrestling, right? It's in wrestling, right? I got to get my high spot in.
No,
I have to get my high spot in at some point during this
match.
It's
just a bit of weird stretch. If I would have written that movie, I'd been like, he flips the knife up and then kicks it into him as it's flipping down.
Yeah.
Right? Like a baseball coach throwing a baseball and hitting it to an outfielder or something.
It's going to be a recurring theme in all 4 movies that I forgot to mention in part 1, but I can still easily mention it here. And this is going to be like a Attitude Era wrestling or no, it's going to be kind of a wrestling like reference, so not everybody might get it. But why does Stallone dress like Jerry the King Lawler on Monday Night Raw? Like
Jesus Christ.
You know what I mean? Got the Affliction shirts and all these stupid rings, and
He does.
I know he don't. I know he don't dress
Kinda
like
looks like
that.
a
You two
G.I.
are going to
Joe.
be 100 years old and go
He's a
through one
bro,
of these
bro.
phases, all right?
He's a bro.
I'm not going to wear some lame ass
He's a bro.
skull ring like it's just, and all these back
He's a
tattoos that he
bro, bro.
doesn't really have. You know what I mean? He's a bro,
Matt,
man.
let me tell you
Live
something,
life.
Matt. Let me tell you something, bro. Take off the hat, slick back the hair, whatever you got. Wear an Affliction shirt with a bunch of skulls and blades and claws and shit on it.
Yeah.
See how you feel. Do that for like a month and see how you feel.
Girl.
I'm telling you, man.
I think we
There's-
should be
there's
questioning
an aura
Stallone's
that
choice
you
of.
can put on, bro. There's an aura that you can put on.
Okay.
I think we
I
should
gotta
be
get.
questioning
Do I
his choice
need to
of
put on
facial
some?
hair.
Do I
throughout
need to
this
buy some
movie.
Brute and put some Brute cologne on? Like
No,
I do, or
Stetson.
Stetson. Okay, the best a man can
Yeah.
get. Right.
That's
All right.
right.
Wow, we went to
That's
Stetson.
lit.
Wow.
But
See,
okay.
that's another point. That's another point about these movies. If these movies didn't exist, we couldn't have this commentary.
That's true. That's true. What's so fun about this is like, in a weird way, as much as we don't really like a lot of these movies, it's brought all six of us together. Like I don't know, like the X-Men or something, like a team. I'm trying to think of a team, but we still don't get along sometimes with our takes like the X-Men do. But we're all here together, and I love you guys, and that's all I got to say about this movie. And I'm going to give it a bump to 3.5. I'm giving it a Chuck bump because Chuck Norris is in it, so 3.5.
All right, a 3.5 from Matt. What about you, Jelani? What you sitting on?
We're going way too long on these fucking Expendables movies. We're thinking.
We
way
are.
too
We had already
hard on
been
what
through
it is.
like 3.5 Jurassic Park movies, by the way. Like
Johnny's just used
This
to
is
going
a group
first.
therapy session, Robbie. This is my group therapy.
this is an emotional support group for the Expendables. The first ever.
Jeez, I understand. I'm gonna take my glass off of this. Let me explain something to y'all. This Expendables movie, this Expendables 2, this is the best one. This is like all the problems they had in the first movie, they fixed in this movie with some things. Jean Damme is probably next to Mel Gibson. Nah, Jean-Claude's better. He has the best kill. Jean-Claude Van Damme has the best kill in this film of all the movies because he has a guy hold the knife at Liam Hemsworth's chest while he kicks it. It is cool, and I'm like, this is why you hire Jean-Claude Van Damme. Jean-Claude Van Damme, like I heard, like in the behind-the-scenes shit, he wanted to come back to these movies as the twin brother of his character in this film because he had so much fun doing it. And it's awesome. I love this movie. I love Chuck Norris is in it. I love that he's like lone wolf. And he's like, sometimes I'm a lone wolf. It works. I love Schwarzenegger. I love Bruce Willis's Church. Church is my favorite character in all of these. And we only have 2 movies. So I'm going to give it 2 movies. Church is like, the first movie, he's like, I'm giving y'all $5 million up front. Don't fuck me. They fucking. The second movie, he's like, y'all fuck me. You gotta do this. So
Yeah.
they do the job, and he's like, we're even. And he gets to shoot up in a small car with Schwarzenegger. It's him, Schwarzenegger, and Stallone in the same scene. Chuck Norris is amazing. I'm gonna go back to Chuck Norris again because I love Chuck Norris. I love he works in this film. Stallone still has an ugly ass, stupid ass goatee, whatever the fuck he's trying to do.
Y'all get the fucking
Like,
the mustache this time. That stupid ass mustache.
Right. Yep. Yeah, it is. It's bad. Gunner. Why is Gunner, y'all? Gunner, whoever said it before, Gunner should have been in the second movie, Betraying. Better. Because you got to set up Gunner to be a betrayer. Because the
You
first
could
movie,
even
you're
had it
like,
be like
oh,
Jean-Claude was that was the crew that Gunner ran with before he joined the
Yes.
Expendables.
In the past.
Right?
That could have been so easy to do. They don't have any backstory. They don't have any. I still don't give a shit about any of these people. And to be funny, this is the funniest part about the whole thing. These are CIA mercenary people, meaning they cover up what the fuck they want to cover up, and they've destroyed like entire fucking empires of people. So that, they did Libya and Syria and all the us. They've done all of them, and they've been to South America and ruined dictatorships, killed and put in puppet governments. They've done the 80s shit. This movie begins to tell you that that's what they were doing. And I was like, God damn, they're not heroes. To me, I don't think they're heroes. Jet Li's cool in this movie. He's all right. He's the one he jumps out with the billionaire and disappears. Or is it 2? No, 2 is when he disappears.
This is 2.
I don't give a shit.
We're talking about 2.
We're talking about 2 right now.
Yeah. No. I know that. I thought, Jet Li jumps out with the Chinese billionaire and disappears. And you don't see him the rest of the movie. And you're like, why the fuck is he gone? And then he comes back, and then you're like, okay. But this movie is my favorite of this group. Of the 4 movies, this is my favorite. It's well put together, even though it's terrible. They're all god-awful. But it's like, this one is best of the shit. Like, if you're going to do the top of the shit, this is the shit. I saw this in the theater, and I loved it. Just because, Jean-Claude. I mean, Jean-Claude was doing his shit. But B, like Stallone fighting Jean-Claude was pretty cool. Because it's dirty as fuck to use chains to win a fight. I mean, I understand it, but god damn it.
Well, he was using a knife against him, so.
Yeah, he could have just used the knife and stabbed him with the knife and be like, hey, motherfucker, remember you killed my friend with this? That would have been cool. Liam Hemsworth, that felt thrown in. It feels like and I heard Liam Hemsworth was supposed to be in the first movie, but they didn't let him do it for reasons. I have no clue why. But he was...
Probably had to do Hunger Games or some shit.
He was doing some shit. And they were like, nah, son, you can't be in this first movie. But in the second movie, let's just do all of your backstory. The Asian chick is hot. She's all right. But Stallone doesn't hook up with any of these women because apparently he's too old to do that. I don't give a fuck. He needs to hook up with some of these women. And my second favorite character...
We don't need to see that.
I do. Come here, girl. Let me kill my fake lips. And I really wanted him to hook up with the Asian chick, but he didn't. And of all the chicks in these movies, he should have hooked up with the Asian chick the most. I appreciate this film. It's the best of the series. So I'm going to give it a 3.5. I'll give it 5 points, but 0.5 because it's clean. It works out. Van Damme's in it. The 0.5 is because of Van Damme. But these movies are still ass. It's still ass. The CG's terrible. The planes are terrible. The explosions are cool, but Van Damme, everything that was a problem with the first movie, including the stupid ass speech with Mickey Rourke, is not in this film. So, I'm gonna give it I'll give it 3.5. I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize. 3.5. Jeez,
All right. We got 2.5 from me, 2.5 from Steph, 2.5 from Brooks, 4 from Cliff, 3.5s from Matt and Jelani. That is a PCP average for Expendables 2 of 3.083333363. Weird.
Station.
I thought we were going to get to 69 at the end, and we didn't.
No, we didn't. Not on that one.
We did
Calculator
not.
came up with that one.
We did not.
Maybe we'll
I'm
get
so
to a
sorry, y'all.
0.69 at some point when we talk about Expendables 3, which we're about to do after this short break. We'll be right back here on PCP Movie Night, Expendables Franchise, Actionfest 2026. Let's go. What is up, everybody? Welcome back here to our PCP movie night kickoff of Action Fest's final week for 2026 with the Expendables franchise. We've had a great show already. We have talked about recalculating something. We have talked about Expendables 1 and Expendables 2, which has led us to a PCP average of the first film for 2.5 and for part 2 a 3.083363. We'll see what happens when we talk about part 3, which we're doing right now because part 3 took place 2 years later again in 2014. These movies were very successful.
Well, diminishing returns start happening soon, though.
Well, don't bury the lead right now, but yeah. Anyway, so the budget was about $100 million again, but this one only made about $215 million. So this is, like you just said, Matt, the start of the diminishing returns, right? This one didn't do as well as the last one and definitely underperformed from its expectations. This one introduces new characters such as Kelsey Grammer playing Bonaparte, right? We have Antonio Banderas. We have Mel Gibson as the villain here. Even though Jet Li was kind of written off in the last movie, we have him come back as part of Trench's crew, Arnold Schwarzenegger's crew. We don't have Bruce Willis returning, but to take the place of Mr. Church, we have Harrison Ford. This is my favorite Expendables movie. I actually really like this movie. I thought this movie was pretty good. I really like this movie because there's an actor in it that I haven't mentioned yet. And it's one of the main reasons why this movie, I think, excels. And it's Wesley Snipes, man. Wesley Snipes, there will only ever be one Blade. Let me just tell y'all something. 7 years ago, they announced a Blade movie. We never got that. This year, they want us all to jerk off Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider. We shall see, motherfucker. Kevin Feige, I see you. But we're talking about Expendables. But we're talking about Expendables 3. Expendables 3, I think, is actually improving on the chemistry of all the characters. Like, I feel like these characters have these performers, these actors, they have a good chemistry together now, right? There's no Charisma Carpenter, but we don't and never have needed that character in this very macho bro-y movie, right? So I love how this movie starts. They go and save Dr. Death. That's all I've talked about, how all the Expendables names are stupid as fuck. Dr. Death is badass, man. I mean, Wesley Snipes is Dr. Death. I love the way the movie ends with him and Jason Statham throwing the fucking the knives. Because if you remember when Lee Christmas did that with Tool in the first one, he finally beat him at the end, but this one they kind of tie. I like that bit. I love Wesley Snipes in this movie. And y'all, as cheesy as it is, as much as I hate all of these meta references, I love it when they're like, "What are you in for?" And he goes, "Tax evasion." I don't know. I really eat that shit up. I love Wesley Snipes, man. He might be one of my favorite action stars ever. Honestly, we might want to start thinking about dedicating more Action Fest time to Wesley Snipes movies like Passenger 57, U.S. Marshals, Art of War. Holler if you hear me. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, that being said, Terminal Velocity.
That being said, we do this whole bit where there's a figure from the past that is haunting Barney, and it's his former, basically the guy who helped form the Expendables with him, played by Mel Gibson, who I think is the best villain in the franchise. I thought he was charismatic. I loved him. He had a great chemistry with Sylvester Stallone. I felt that history. I felt that it was baked in. I understood it. That helped because all of the Expendables had a really nice chemistry in this movie. And when he gets rid of them and brings in the new crew, y'all, I really liked it. Ronda Rousey, can she act her way out of a paper bag? No, neither could me, but she can kick ass, and that's more than what I could do on screen. So she's actually kind of badass on screen. I love, what's his fucking name? The running man. I forgot, right? Glenn Powell.
Glenn
This is
Powell.
the
Love
first
Glenn
appearance of
Powell. Love
him.
him.
He's not the guy, though.
I like the new crew. I wish we
He's
had
not
the
the
new
guy.
crew in part 4. But you know what? Part 4 happened way too late. But I think this is the pitch perfect example of what an Expendables movie can be. The CG gets better. The fighting sequences, they pull back a little bit more. You see more in the action sequences. They really elevate those action sequences. This is my favorite one, 3.5. 3.5 for me for Expendables fucking 3. I also love that whole bit where he's putting the team together. Like the new team. I love that. I wish we had that in
Montage,
the first one, right? That's good.
Yeah.
I like that shit.
Montage.
I love it. It's like a heist movie montage. 3.5 from me. I think this is the best Expendables movie. I had fun with this one. This is the one I would rewatch. 100%. Jelani, what do you think?
I kind of sort of disagree. Expendables 3 is fine. It's okay. It's one word. It's like it's bloated. This is the point where they're like, this is too many people. You're doing too much. I do like the old team versus the new team and all that stuff, but it's also the first PG-13 in the series where they don't really want to do as much as they want to do. I cannot stand Ronda Rousey. I will never support her in things. She went to the WWE with full potential and fucking ruined it for herself. That must make it. And then she left it and then talked shit about it afterwards. I'm not a fan of WWE, but you need to be expressive and understand why you are there to begin with. You had the biggest pop in the world in WrestleMania with Rock. You do shit with it. It makes me madder than motherfucking salt in my fucking wounds. Fuck you, Ronda Rousey. You're a waste of time and effort. I cannot stand you. You can't act for shit in this film. Like, at all. Like, you're not even hot in this film to me. Like, you wanted to be hot, and I'm like, you're mid. You're
My favorite
mid.
quote of the year,
You're
man.
mid.
That makes me madder than salt in
Shit.
my wounds, man. I love that's my favorite quote of the year.
Fuck
That makes me
shit.
madder than salt in my wounds, man. Oh
It
my
makes
god.
sense, man, because I can't stand her. I can't stand her ass. So every time I see her on screen, I get madder than fuck on Thursday. It's very irritating.
I
The
agree.
dialogue in this movie is stilted as shit. It is a waste of time and effort. Mel Gibson is the best villain in this series, except there's a fact that Jean-Claude Van Damme is here. Mel Gibson's fine. He does great. The fight scene at the end, that's fine. Stallone running for 30 minutes while the explosions go behind him while they're like, come on, Barney, come on, Barney. That's some bullshit. I don't give a shit what action movie you're in. Motherfucker, you should be dead. They should be dead in this film. All the first team he brought in, it should have been like the X-Men that went to Krakoa the first time. They should fucking be dead. And there should be no qualms about what Deadly Genesis is. These motherfuckers should be dead. It's a waste of time and effort to me. I cannot stand the first team lives. Mel Gibson should have killed every last one of them just to piss Barney off. We're going to talk about 4. I'm not even at 4 yet. This is the decline of the Expendables. This is the one where I'm like, why the fuck did they do this one? It's overbloated. It's PG-13. I saw it in the theater, and I hated it then. I hate it now. It's too long for what it is. No one gets a chance to shine. No one gets a chance to live and grow. 2 is the best movie in the series to me. So I apologize if it's not yours. But at the same time, 3 could work, but 3 doesn't work. And the CG is terrible in this film. And is this the one where the car drives through? they're like using the vehicle. Is that the second one? I can't remember because they all merge together. You know, they got the big tank that goes through, and like it's got words on it when it drops down, like the tailgate shit.
Yeah, all their vehicles have like Ninja Turtle style like graffiti on them. It's one of the things I love about them.
Right. Was it 3 or 2? I can't remember. I don't know. But if it was in this film, I'd be like, all right, I like that part. But I can't remember because they all merge together. But it's the fact that it's fine that all these people are here. But when I watch 4 hurts my feelings because 3 happened. And all these motherfucker people are here at 3. And when allegedly, spoiler, Barney dies, none of these people are at Barney's funeral. Like, no one from the first movie.
We're not there yet.
We're not on 4 yet, Jelani. What do you rate 3?
I know that. I'm not getting there. I'm mad at these people because it's bloated. It's too much movie. It's too much movie for what it is. So for this film, I'm going to give a 2 because I don't like it. I don't like 2 because Ronda Rousey's in it and she pisses me off. Every time I see her on screen, she's a stupid cow. And you can count on that bitch. I'm done.
All right. So you don't like 2.
He meant 3.
I like 3.
All right, moving on. Matt.
Freudian slip. Freudian slip. I don't know.
Someone needs to go check on Jelani. Matt, what about you? What do you think about Expendables 3?
I agree with Ronda Rousey thing. I don't think she shouldn't be allowed to act ever.
Yep.
And like I don't think that any of these guys in the casting department have ever watched WWE because she couldn't act there either. And the thing I don't like about it, Jelani,
you don't have to act in WWE. That's real sport, man.
She acted like she was going to go in there and like, oh, I could beat them so I shouldn't lose to them. Just because you can win in a real fight, honey, doesn't mean you should beat them. Okay, it's wrestling. It's professional wrestling. But anyway, let's not. I don't want to talk about Rodney Rousey. I think Jelani talked about it enough. I don't like the heist thing. I think that's old hat stolen from a bunch of movies that do it better. Also, Mel Gibson plays a good villain because he is a villain in real life. And Kelsey Grammer, I don't like him personally as a person. He's a great actor, but I don't like him. I think he's a shit human being. So,
and he's not a fucking action dude, bro. He's not an
action guy.
Like, he's not. Why is he there?
He's not an action guy?
Not really.
No.
Also,
what did Kelsey Grammer do?
I really think
he's
the only action shit he's ever done.
I do agree with this comment about the first 10 minutes, the most exciting part of the movie. When Wesley Snipes comes out of the train, he runs down the train and shoots the
best opening. The openings get better. Yeah.
So that was good. I like the banter between him and Statham a lot because they're like Statham is kind of jealous of him because it seemed like.
Yeah, I feel more because like now we know that like
oh shit, that's my shit.
Now we know who Statham is and what he means to Barney, right? And now we get this other guy who was the Barney before, or the Lee Christmas before, right?
Oh, and the body count on this one is 453, like I said. Now
that's a step down from 2, right?
Yeah, just slightly. Although that's about as far as as my grace goes with this film. The rest of the movie, besides the first 10 minutes, I wish I was in a coma so I didn't have to watch it. That's how bad I thought it was. The CGI got worse. I think it could have stood to have more Arnold in it and more Harrison Ford in it, and it may have helped it a little bit more. Maybe I would have enjoyed it more. Also, there's just some. Like, I don't know. Like, I see 2 old guys fight like that. I don't believe you. I don't believe you can. One of y'all would have, like, broke a hip or something. Like, I'm supposed to believe that Mel Gibson jumped from that far and didn't break both his ankles. Okay.
Right.
Osteoporosis is a real thing, right?
Have you seen the first 2
I want
movies?
you to bring that goddamn disbelief into the Big Trouble in Little China review on Wednesday, okay,
oh,
Matt?
hell no. I'm not going to.
No, he won't.
You got fucking rain and shit coming down from the skies.
I'm just saying, y'all have to realize how much of our childhood is crystallized. Like, because there's certain movies that I did not watch growing up that other people did or whatever, and I'll look at them now and I'm like, oh my god,
they're drinking a toxin. They're They're drinking potions to make themselves be able to jump wherever they want to in Big Trouble in Little China, but we'll get into that Wednesday. This movie's oh God, this is a slog.
I feel really good, guys.
Like they're trying to may the wings of liberty never lose a feather, right? All right. I don't know. It's like I said, it's like diminishing returns. The box office got lower. I really don't feel like okay. And Barney's like he's kind of like
box office doesn't always.
I want to go
quality.
on my own. Oh my God, Caesar almost died. I wish I was been in a coma like Caesar, so I'd have to watch the rest of this.
Oh, I hate that they fucking take him out in the very beginning of this fucking movie, dude. I forgot about that.
I mean, he wasn't doing shit. Might as well.
Yeah, it's so predictable though.
He had one
that
scene
Stallone's going to dump
one.
all of them, right? It's such a predictable premise that I said Stallone's going to dump these guys and try to find another team now. Because I don't want to get them killed, right? Yeah.
I mean, if he didn't, it would turn into Rambo, though, right?
And then it's his fault they all get caught anyway.
See, but the whole point is that he realized they're no longer expendable to him, man.
Right, they're his friends.
Well,
that's why he got these new dipshits that he thought was totally expendable.
Young blood. Yeah.
I like how Robbie just comes out with things that I'm holding on.
The Expendable is a good title for these movies, especially this one, because this movie is expendable. I give it a.
It's the premise.
Everybody, cover your ears. I give this movie a 1.5.
Oh my!
Wow, I was saving that for 4.
That's as dramatic as
you ain't seen that yet. Wait till we get to 4. Wait till we get to 4.
That's ridiculous. All right, Cliff. Expendables 3. What do you think?
This movie. There's so many things it does wrong. Like I had just said, how do you have Expendables 2 where you finally find your groove and you made money and then you pay for this shit? I don't understand.
Let me explain to you what happened.
Who did you do PG-13 for? Who talked you into PG-13? You nincompoops. Okay? Yeah, I mean, like my God, like I didn't
realize this one was PG-13 , man.
It's PG-13, bro.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that.
What happened was
they wanted to do a broader audience.
Yeah,
the first two came out before the MCU.
Yeah.
Sorry, Link.
So with the first two came out first one came out before Avengers. Second one came out right after Avengers. This one came out prime MCU fever, bro. Nobody was trying to see shit else in the theaters.
Put it right together now.
MCU shit.
Yeah, you're right.
So this was 2014, Captain America, Winter Soldier, bro. What do we? Days of Future Past.
That's a good excuse and a good reason, but Cliff does have a point, man. It is weird.
This, I mean, I guess from some weird money standpoint, but no, you sometimes you gotta say fuck everybody and you gotta do the right thing with your gut and your finances, and clearly they were like, all right, let's hire every other person we could get. Anyhow, we got a movie with Stallone, Schwarzenegger, Wesley Snipes, Mel Gibson, Harrison Ford, which although I like Harrison Ford, I don't include that character.
He was so much better in this movie than he was in The Force Awakens, in my opinion, bro.
Of course,
my man's there for the paycheck, bro.
He was being a pilot.
I think
he was being a pilot in this film. That's why
he was actually having fun making this movie. Jelani nailed it. He got some pilot too. I think it was actually having fun in this movie. And yes, I get it. Barney realizes his friends are getting old. He doesn't want his friends dying. He lets hire a new group, right? Mel Gibson is the best villain of the series. Absolutely 100%. Me looking at him being like, you anti-Semitic fuck, probably adds a little butter on top. But he's a great villain. I forgot Kelsey Grammer was even in this movie. But you know what? I have mixed feelings with that bastard because, he's a rotten fuck, but also his father was murdered. His sister was kidnapped, raped, and murdered. These are real life stories. Kelsey Grammer, by the way. Real life. His life is a shit show.
He was kind of like Barney's Felix to his James Bond, right?
Let's call it that.
Yeah.
Let's call it that.
He got a Razzie for this.
Antonio Banderas, shout out to him. Whatever movie whatever movie Antonio Banderas thought he was in, I want to see that movie.
Bro,
I know, right? I forgot to say that. Yeah, I love it. That's really great.
he's
love
so
Antonio Banderas.
fucking good in this movie, man.
And he
Charismatic
never
as shit,
shuts
man.
up. And I love it. I love
Great.
that he chose that. This was clearly an actor's choice. He don't shut
He
the
could
fuck
have
up
been
for 1
Desperado.
second. Yes.
Yeah. Could have
And
been
then
Desperado if he wasn't.
And Wesley Snipes should have been here from movie 1. All right? Because
Yeah.
he fits
He
so
couldn't be.
seamlessly. And I can't believe I'm saying all these nice things about the movie because I really don't like it, but I want to say the nice things that stood out. Wesley Snipes actually has chemistry with his co-stars on screen.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
when the chemistry has been such a struggle for 2 movies, seeing him show up and have chemistry is really refreshing, right?
In the first 10 minutes, like when they established that, like when he's like, "Why don't you say thank you to the guys for saving you?" He's like, he turns around to like him and Duff Lundgren and Randy Couture. I love that scene though, just because it's like you said, like opening fucking scene, we're seeing fucking chemistry and rapport that we haven't seen in the first fucking 2 movies.
Yeah, and it kills me because oh wow, you got this right, and then you got everything else wrong.
But it's still
You
bad.
know?
It's still bad. Yeah.
So, oh man, this is like okay. So the second movie embraced all the things Expendables. We fucked up. We're going out there. We're doing this, and then this one did this weird thing where it's like, okay, you feel bad for your friends, but now we're like making fun of who they are. You know, it got weird. I appreciate the thought. There were some fun moments, and obviously the highlights what each of the actors brought me. That's really great, but it was not enough. The talent was enough to get me to my rating, but the movie itself wasn't. And it is 2.5 you digs on this movie.
All right. 2.5. I can respect that. 100%. Very well put. What about you, Brooks? What you thinking?
Yeah, this was my favorite too, because it just goes big. It I've already, my expectations for these movies is set by this point. So now it's like I just want to see action boys do action stuff, and this movie delivers on that. It gives you all the guys. It gives you Harrison Ford in here, like even the old guys. It's like damn, they're just. He's like, let's go. I gotta give you all the guys that I can get. I gotta get this third movie. It's gotta be all the guys. And I like it. He had some like new blood. He got some fresh Expendables to add to the roster. Like from more up and coming action stars. I don't really know much about these guys. I don't
franchise.
Yeah, I'd never heard of Ronda Rousey or any of these other guys as much, but they're interesting enough. But like I say, and this movie does it by him recruiting them, it gives them a little bit at the beginning of what these characters are about. But it's also suffers from there's so many characters that nobody really gets a lot of moments in it, and Terry Crews gets taken out pretty quick. Terry Crews is wasted in these movies. That's it's one of the main crimes of these movies is how they waste Terry Crews.
Him and Jet Li, man.
He got his junk grabbed, bro. He got sexually assaulted by his agent and the fucking producer of this film. That's why he's not in 3 as much or 4 at all. Because he was in the middle of a lawsuit.
Terry Crews is he's such a charismatic guy, and he's big, and he's got his theme is he's the heavy arms guy. He's the guy with the big ass Gatling gun. Yeah. So it's a shame that he doesn't get as much time in the spotlight. But the movie's fun. I think Mel Gibson is the best villain. He's so good at being slimy. I think they should have made him a little more crazier. He should have been his Lethal Weapon character if he went to the dark side.
Lethal Weapon? Yeah.
Yeah. He's
yeah.
If he instead of becoming a cop, he just become this psychotic arms dealer guy. But yeah, I think he's good. And Kelsey Grammer, I think is good. He very much embodies. He's kind of like the CIA. He's like the CIA pencil pusher. Hey Kelsey, you've been pushing too many pencils. That should have brought Arnold back to say that to Kelsey Grammer. Would have been a 5 out of 5 if they'd have done that. But alas. I think this movie for me it reaches the mediocrity bar. I'd give this movie a 3. I think it's good and it's fun. It's a fun watch, but it's still held down by all the problems of the Expendables movies are still there. It's like a ghost that haunts the franchise throughout these same problems. But he's taken baby steps up to this point to make him a little better.
I like that, Brooks. Honestly, I was going to give it a 3, but I gave it a 3.5 preemptively because I knew what these motherfuckers were going to do. So thanks for backing me up
You're
there
welcome.
with my original rating. Link, what about you? Expendables 3? What you think, dog?
So shout out to Wesley Snipes and Antonio Banderas. They inject this movie with it's kind of been lacking for the first two, which is charm. They kind of chew up the scenery in any scenes they're in. Antonio Banderas probably is my favorite scene at the end when he's in the bar and shit. I mean, even when he's got the gun, he's like, being very dramatic with the AK. But when he's like in the bar and he finally gets accepted into the Expendables and shit, like his excitement. This movie, I feel like they kind of found the premise. Like first two movies, these guys are Expendables. They're old as fuck, but somehow they miraculously survive crazy ass shit. And I get that. But this movie, he's kind of like, let me go find some young blood, some people I don't really care about. So if they do die off, they're expendable. I feel like this movie style gets better with every movie. Like I feel like in particular Jason Statham he's the only person who really had beyond fucking Terry Crews and his gun and Sylvester Stallone and his fucking pistols. He's the only one who has like a signature style, and they kind of evolve it over the movies. He gets longer and like sweeter sequences, just for lack of a better term. But this movie is just fun. It's still corny, but I feel like the first two movies almost take themselves too seriously in certain aspects. And this movie is just kind of it's just dumb fun, which is what the Expendables should have been to begin with. I'll give this one a 3 out of 5.
Damn. All right, man. That's exactly what I would have given it. But, like I said, I knew what these jackasses was going to do. So
You're welcome.
So that is I just wanted this to be rated higher for us. That's all. So I'll give it a 3.5, a 2 from Jelani, 1.5 from Matt. Jesus Christ. 2.5 from Cliff, and a 3 from Brooks and Steph, the Double Dragon Bros. Strike again.
I am just so shocked because I can't believe it. Like, because I felt this is where the franchise really starts to lose its shit and unwind. And y'all this really picked up for me.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Nah,
I feel like you and Jelani are
it's
trying to convince
trash.
yourselves of the scores and not us.
I've seen this twice.
So
I saw this once in
Sorry,
theater.
the presence of Ronda Rousey in this
It's
film.
trash.
Hold on.
Listen, I'm not even on that. I'm not even on that
for Ronda
train.
Rousey.
I am here only reporting on the details
I
of the
just don't
quality
like
of
the
my
match and
She was
experience.
not hot.
So that is a
She was
PCP
not
average.
hot.
That's a PCP average of 2.58, 33, 65. So that puts it in between 1 and 2 in our overall ratings. So my 0.5 extra. That was a 0.5 for spite is what that was. And I'm happy to use it for the first time in Actionfest here. I should have used it during Death Warrant. I didn't know how that was going to go. However, now we are talking about Expendables 4. They waited 9 years to make this movie. Of course, there was like the COVID pandemic and all that shit, right? That kind of got in the way. But honestly, the last one didn't do that well. But then they decided, you know what? Let's fucking do it again. Even though apparently Jason Statham and Sylvester Stallone beefing like motherfuckers, dude.
Apparently, that was not them beefing. It is the producer of the film and Stallone were the real beef.
Okay.
Jason Statham is like, we need to get this movie done, And then like Stallone just as you could tell, Stallone basically caved in, and it's like there at the beginning and the end of the film. Yeah, and that's it. To get it out.
This is the first one that is not spearheaded by Stallone, right? It's directed by Scott Waugh, who also did, I don't fucking know. But it has a screenplay by Kurt Wimmer and Tad Daggerhart. That's a fake fucking name. Tad Daggerhart.
That's probably a take my name off this piece of shit.
That's a
movie
fake
name.
fucking name. And
Yeah.
then Max Adams, who I don't know either. But this movie had a budget, once again, of $100 million. And in 2023, this movie made $51 million, man. Half its
As
budget.
we should.
That's rough. That's rough.
Not to mention, it is evident that 100 million in 2023 could only go as far as 25 million
No shit.
because this woo.
All right. So I'm going to get into my thoughts real quick. Expendables 4 might be the worst movie I've seen in the year of 2026, man. This movie fucking sucked. And let me tell you something. When I first watched Expendables, I was like, oh man, Robbie. You know those like, remember that like video where it'd be like a guy jumping, trying to make this jump, and you realize he ain't going to make it, and the video pauses, and he goes, at this moment, he realized he had fucked up, right?
Fucked up.
That was me after I watched the first Expendables film, right? I was like, oh, fuck. Should have picked Universal Soldier, right? However, I watched 2 and I was like, this one's a little bit better. I watched 3. I was like, man, I really like this one. Fuck, what are they going to do with part 4? Part 4 is like Expendables light, bro. I cannot stand this fucking movie. Sylvester Stallone fake dies in the first fucking act. You know it's a fake die. You know it. You know it's a
obvious.
fake death.
Yeah.
It's so fucking obvious.
Didn't
And they
it
don't pay it
dead?
off till the very, very tail end. So this is supposed to be, I guess, a slight reboot of the franchise with Jason Statham, Lee Christmas as the main guy. But then we got Megan Fox in here. I know a lot of people think Megan Fox is hot. I understand that and appreciate that. I think she's very attractive. She's terrible in this fucking movie.
Oh,
All right.
she's
We
still
can't
active.
get Terry Crews or Wesley Snipes back. Does anybody know any other black actors? 50 Cent.
That's
Like,
what I
it's
thought.
literally like, it's like
He's
Power
black.
Rangers, bro. It's Power Rangers at this point. It's like, we lost a black actor. Let's replace him with another. We lost an Asian actor. Let's replace him with another. Hey, Antonio Banderas doesn't even want to come back for this fucking bullshit. So let's get Antonio Banderas
It's
Ultra. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Michelob Ultra version of Antonio Banderas,
Was it
man.
supposed to
Like,
be his
what
son
the
or
fuck?
something? It's supposed to be his son or something, right?
Yeah, it is.
Um,
It's so fucking stupid. The plot is
bad.
ridiculous. Now, is that dude one of the villain? Not the dude from the raid, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah,
He's
that's what they do
awesome.
from the
Main
bridge,
character
he
yeah.
is awesome.
He's awesome, but we need somebody with charisma. He would be a great henchman, right? For a like, but like
He wasn't
He
henchman.
was.
he
To be
was.
honest,
Who
he
was the main
was.
villain in this movie again?
Andy
Andy
Garcia.
Garcia.
The old Colonel guy.
Fucking
Ocelot.
stupid Andy Garcia.
Oh, it was Andy Garcia. He
Who I
like
knew-
fooled them into
Who
all
I
this
knew
bullshit.
was
I forgot
the
Andy
villain.
Garcia's in here.
Gosh.
That's our favorite action movie of all time, Godfather 3. You know what I'm saying? So like, very excited for that.
Oh my God!
I want
He
to
was
fuck
the-
you.
I
What
do.
He was the
What about the Untouchables?
God, what?
I do really
Unusual
love Andy
Suspects.
Garcia. There's a movie called 10 Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead. And if
That's
you
a
have
good
not
movie.
seen that movie, a
Yo,
lot of
that's
people
such a
have seen
great
it.
fucking.
That's
Yo,
a great
I love that
fucking
movie. I love that movie. Yes.
We got to
I
do
love
that
that.
soon, man. We got to do that, man. Anyway,
It's Andy Garcia. Yeah.
I
He's
do
a-
like Andy Garcia. So yeah,
Got the
he
girl from
was
The
a
Craft.
henchman, but they played him as the main villain because they wanted to do that turn. Did you get what I'm saying? So anyway,
You could see
saw that
it
coming,
coming
A mile away.
for an hour. A mile.
you could. I just forgot it. So here's the thing. This is the worst of the franchise. There probably will be an Expendables 5 at some point. I have heard just a couple months ago that they're trying to move forward with the
Jesus
Expendables, which would be an
Oh,
all-female
no.
version.
No.
Right?
Oh, wow.
They're
Better
planning,
title, get a
dude.
better title.
Dude, they know
No.
that they're going to hit a
we were
point.
having such
They're
a
going to
good
hit a
time.
point of
No.
nostalgia for these movies, and we may have just
Steve.
kicked that off tonight. That being said, I'll give this one you dig for. It's hard to make a movie, so they made a movie, and that's it. One. I'll give it 1. You dig for Expendables 4, which they also do the bullshit thing where they put the 4 instead of the B. Like,
Hell
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
Fantastic
Expendables.
Four movie,
Man,
too.
Force
what the
the
fuck are they
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah.
That's so stupid. This is the worst movie I've seen in 2026. It is. It really fucking is, dude. This is the worst movie I have watched this year. This movie fucking blows, dude. It's worse than Burial Ground, slightly better than Bloodsucking Freaks. What about you, Link? What do you think about Expendables 4? What would you rate it?
Whew. Hot take Monday. I think this is the best one. I think, to be honest, I don't know what other franchise we've been watching, but this is the Expendables. Like, you guys have been talking about like how the plot's not been that great. Like, this is the fucking Expendables built on cheesy fucking action shit. The fourth one doesn't have like the star power, but I feel like the action's finally like more defined.
The biggest star in the
feel
movie
like it's
is
become
50
the Jason
Cent, Steph. It's 50 Cent, dude.
No, it's become the Jason Statham show, which is probably he's got the most charisma out of the
But it's
OG
50
cast
Cent,
to begin
dog.
with. Like,
It's
been
50
building
Cent.
to it.
It's 50 Cent and like a slightly pudgy younger Antonio Banderas. I don't understand, man. What's going on?
Oh my god.
This movie didn't take itself as seriously as the other. Like I said, the previous movies have taken themselves
fucking
so
hope not.
fucking seriously, and they were never on that level.
What character is fake
the-
Antonio Banderas?
So much
His
worse.
son, his son in the
Son
movie.
is in a movie.
It's his
Son,
son.
yeah, it's-
It's his son because Antonio Banderas has scheduling.
Cliff doesn't even goddamn
They couldn't
remember
do
the
this
character
movie.
in the movie, man.
I literally have the cast list. Tony Jaa plays Decha, and Tony Jaa doesn't even look Latino or Hispanic. Maybe
He's
Filipino on a
not.
good day.
Oh my
Like,
god.
is
Right.
that?
Yo,
I'm
are we
sure.
going for like?
It's not Tony Jaa, man.
Come on.
Right? I don't.
It's
not
Jacob
Tony Jaa.
Scipio.
Tony Jaa was Nightwolf.
The
He was
guy
Nightwolf with
the guy who plays Galen.
from Mortal
He plays
Kombat.
Galen.
This is
Jacob
so great.
Scipio or
This is
Scipio.
great.
Jacob something. Okay. All right.
This is
Yeah.
so
I
great.
see.
He's the one who
Continue,
got
Lane.
really
I'm sorry,
upset
I'm
when
sorry,
they're
Lane.
talking about killing Sylvester Stallone, and he crawled through the piss vent first, no problem. That was Antonio Banderas' son. But this movie, I don't know. Like, maybe it's just because I finally got through all of them, and I was like, shit, bro, here we are. But this movie doesn't take itself as seriously as the other ones, and I think Jason Statham has like the cleanest knife fight out of the entire franchise in this movie.
You're right about that.
And I like the direction. Like,
You are
shit.
right. It's
Let's
good.
let's get some new
It is
blood in
good.
here, bro. Like, Tony Jaa was badass, by the way. When he became fucking Nightwolf on the boat and shit, and his
He
little banter
was.
with like Jason Statham, that was
But
great.
I don't care.
I don't know. I like, those old guys were stilted, bro. Like, it was cool. They appeared, but this it's supposed to be an action movie where we get excited and see some sweet visuals. This has the best like fight scenes and visuals out of the entire franchise. It's an action movie. It's what it's supposed to do. The jerk off fest we had for the last couple other movies, it's cool. We got it in. This is the best one. You know, it doesn't have the best cast, but in terms of objective and what it's supposed to be, I give this one a 3.5.
I cannot wait till I go up to Michigan for the first time in my life. When I go up to Michigan,
Holy
I'm gonna go
shit.
meet my boy Link. We're gonna go hang out. We're gonna have some
Wow.
brewskis. He's gonna take me around town. He's gonna show me Detroit,
Oh yeah.
and I'm
Jesus
finally gonna get to
Christ.
smoke that shit he's smoking tonight, man. So like,
Yeah,
I'm
that'd
really
be good.
excited for that.
I was waiting for that
Wow.
joke. Robbie, when you said Michigan, I was waiting for that joke.
Bruh.
A 3.5
Good
from
luck.
Steph. You know what though? I
Jesus
respect
Christ.
that. I respect the fuck out of that. Brooks, however,
Respect,
has
respect.
dipped out. Your double dragon bro was dipped out.
Let me say one more thing.
He was
If everybody looks back on this review tonight, I'm the only one who's not trying
We
to
are.
convince myself of my review, of my belief. Like, you guys, go back and rewatch this. You'll see how you guys are trying to convince yourselves. But that's all I'll say.
Okay.
I'm trying to convince myself not to give my ratings too
I
high.
understand, bro. I understand. Wow. Okay. I get
I love it.
I'm sorry,
let's
bro.
bump
All right,
over
whatever.
to Cliff.
I stand by my reviews being fair and balanced. I don't have.
I'm sure you guys do. I believe it.
I just love it.
3.5.
This is my favorite thing. Steph, I love you, and I saw it coming, man. As soon as you came out, and you were like, Expendables 4. This is what I think. Then you went boom, boom. Guards up, motherfucker! Come at me, man! Like, I dare you, motherfuckers! That's what you just did. You were like, "Now I'm not convicting myself like the rest of you. I believe this movie is a 3.5."
My conviction is real, bro.
You seem like you're defensive about it, though. You're being defensive about it, though.
I love it.
Nah, you're just trying to convince yourself of that.
He's
Like,
like,
that is him. That is Steph knowing exactly what he's up against, man. You know, honestly, Steph, you should have went 4. You should have went 4.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna show.
I mean, I'm not gonna go crazy because it's at 4. Let's be real. Like,
I'm just saying, if you want to help the overall score, you should have went 4. Because now let's have, I guess, some bad news for you. Brooks, what do you think about Expendables 4?
Yeah, like everything I heard, like from anyone who had me expecting it's going to be the worst movie, like he's going to be super bad. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. You know, it's not.
Whatever.
It's not good, but.
Bruh.
But you know, it feels like, you know, the franchise is like, you know, kind of. It's doing a death spiral at this point. Like, you know, it's like
it's just now doing a death spiral.
Spiral.
Not the fresh blood, but like it's the same problem as the first movie in that I don't know anything about these fuckers and I don't fucking really care about them as much. Like, you know, like, right. You know, like I think they like a lot of the newer characters have that, like, a, you know, a coolness to them, and I like, you know, I like how they're interacting with like the older guys, but it just doesn't have the magic anymore. It feels like, you know, it's starting to fade away. Like, you know, it's just time to go for this movie to go in. I think, like, you know, the fact that Stallone's character is like, you know, basically sidelined throughout most of the movie, and like, you know, Statham has to step up, but like, you know, at the same time he's getting overshadowed by the new guys. Like, you know, it feels a bit jumbled to me. Like, you know, it's like it has this, like, you know, all these movies, like, they have basically the same faults and the same problems, and this movie is no different. But, like, you know, it doesn't take that step up like the other movies did. In fact, it feels like a step down almost. Like, you know, you know, they're kind of regressing a little bit. So I'd give this one a 2. I give it about the same as the first one. It feels kind of like this franchise went full circle with, like, you know, the quality of it, where, like, you know, the fourth one feels the most to me like on the same level as the first one. Like, you know, it's like, you know, they did a little climb, but, like, you know, it just kind of fell off the cliff at the end.
All right, I can.
Who brought up Randy Couture's? Sorry, who brought up Randy Couture's ear earlier?
It was the blonde.
Yeah, they bring that up.
Because they bring it up.
No, they bring that up in this movie.
Like, I want gotten more about her. Like, what's her deal?
I do like that chick that he's like into, man. Like, with the fucking like chain or whatever the fuck, man. Like, she's pretty cool.
Oh,
what's
she was best.
Where's she from, man?
I couldn't put. I don't know. I'm not sure. She's like one of those. I thought she was. No, I'm not even gonna say. I feel like she might have been in like a Fast and the Furious movie at some point.
Yeah.
But
maybe she's pretty dope in that.
No,
movie.
The joke with the cauliflower ears, like, I love the bit where 50 Cent asks Randy Couture, like, what happened? And he's like, he's explaining it as he's walking away, but 50 Cent doesn't follow him, implying nobody cares about that. I mean, maybe it's too meta, and I'm just giving it too much. But it was a great bit, you know.
Dude, my favorite thing tonight, man.
So
my favorite thing tonight is that Link's like, yeah, part 1, yeah, dude. Part 2, yeah. Part 3, yeah. Part 4, nah, dude, you're wrong.
Before?
You 4? Cliff, what do you think about part 4, man?
The Ring has like a way to like build continuity between these movies, because like the Ring is in every movie. It's like, you know, that's like, yo, he's got to have a lucky ring in every movie.
Dude, it's so stupid when they got his goddamn dead hand in the fucking bar propped up. Like, what the fuck, dude? It's
and it was flipping.
How did he know it was gonna do that? You piece of
He's
shit.
like,
Why
I
do you know
put
how
my
to do
ring
that?
on this guy's finger.
Remember Jumbo Shrimp?
I threw it and wore my
Hey,
clothes.
you want to know what happened to
You want
Jumbo
Jumbo
Shrimp?
Shrimp?
Even though it wasn't the same size as me. You couldn't
All right,
for it.
all right, everybody. If you really want to have a study
Stupid movie.
on what misery is, Cliff, tell us what you think about Expendables 4.
First of all, this movie is improperly named. This movie is not Expendables 4. This movie is Jason Statham presents People Stallone Knows and 50 Cent and Megan Fox. I'm not saying 50 Cent and Megan Fox can't be in an action movie. I'm saying this franchise was created around legendary action icons, and those are not interchangeable concepts because we have one legendary icon in this movie actually doing the work, and here's these other people.
You talking
Jason
about Dolph,
Jason
right?
Statham show.
Jason
Who
Statham
are
is
you
it.
talking about?
Jason Statham
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
is this entire damn
I was about
film.
to say, I was confused.
All right. He's the only guy who can inherit this shit. All right. Barney dying,
True.
bullshit. Just so terribly bad,
So bad.
right? The CGI, I want all of the money back. I want all of you had $100 million. Where's that 100? This is the worst CGI of the franchise. I want to puke. What's the guy's name? Iko Uwais?
Sure.
Sounds good to me, bro.
I'm just saying they should have given
Fire.
him more. They should have given him more. Personally, I would have liked it. And also like
Going up against Tony Jaa would have been sick, bro.
Oh, Tony Jaa also great. And the thing is, those are among the few things that were good. The action was pretty good, right? But so many things fell apart. Also, the first two movies actually took time to create a backbone, and then that was it. That concept went out the window. Yeah. Anyhow, there's just something. We all know how much we all know how much I hate corporations, and I just feel like corporate interference clearly loomed over this production. It stopped becoming the Expendables and started becoming, all right, we got an IP now, everybody. We got to make it work. The first movie introduces the concept of, do these men have a place in this world anymore? The fourth movie doesn't even think about that concept. The fourth movie is like, does Lionsgate still have international distribution rights? Like,
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
At the end of the day, Jason Statham keeps this movie watchable. There's moments in the movie that are really good that makes you think about what this movie could have been, right? But, and this is why I think it's funny with Link. Link is like, like I get what you're saying, and if I were only watching this in my mind, only thinking about action franchise, I could see that that's an evolution. But it's not the evolution of what Expendables is. It's supposed to be about these older guys. And the thing is, we got so many of these fuckers laying around, basically. Like, you could.
That shit was a gimmick to begin with. It's a gimmick to be. The concept of Expendables was a gimmick to begin with. That they could only squeeze so much juice. Like, essentially, the shit was supposed. It was going to turn into an action movie.
Right, and that's the thing. Sometimes you got to know when to let it die. This movie should have known to let it die, this movie is.
You're done.
What'd I say? Oh, at 3 they're done. Yes.
Yeah.
So anyhow, it's just for what it was supposed to be, it like completely lost its way. I guess they tried to do a new. There's a lot of hills to die on. I mean, God bless you for choosing this one. But anyhow, Jason Statham is keeping this movie watchable.
Mind you, I just want you guys to go back and watch yourselves later on.
I'm not.
After this is done.
I don't need to watch myself. I know who I am, and I know what I'm
Go
talking
and watch me.
all the core things.
You guys keep getting really defensive every time I bring that up. So
every core thing I went into this. Oh, you're the one who came out shots firing, Link. You're the one who came out shots firing.
I'm not shots firing.
You rolled up in here 5'4", 110 pounds. Bang, 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 bang. All right. So let the Kool-Aid man have his moment. Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna let you have your moment.
This is gonna happen.
Just mind you, just I want you guys to just go back and watch. Go back and watch.
I just want everybody to remember.
That's gonna be my mantra for the night.
I just want everybody to remember we're talking about Expendables 4.
I absolutely hear you, but I am sure about the things. I'm sure of the things that resonate with me. Everything about this franchise that resonates with me is the second movie, right? They fucked up. We got it. Like the second movie is truly perfect, and then this movie is completely devoid of all those things. And for that, that's why I'm giving it 1.5. You know, but the 1.5.
You know why I say go back and rewatch your review? Because when you're the one you gave like the really good review, like 2, you were like hesitant when you were talking about it. So that's why I'm saying go watch you guys review this shit. Like,
and I had to see that was my hesitation. You know, God,
I've been hearing excuses out the ass all night, my man.
Hey, man.
But that's okay.
Hey,
I'm here for the excuses.
I can't believe that I'm the most attacked here. These motherfuckers have been stuttering like they're fucking Sylvester the Cat.
All right, motherfucker. Call me Sylvester the Cat, motherfucker.
Like you said, I'm spraying up the whole place,
This
bro.
is my show. And I'll mute everybody if I have to, God damn it. I'm going to say something now.
It's a friendly debate.
I gave this movie the worst review so far. I gave it a 1. So
far.
There you go. Let's calm down, everybody. We're talking about Expendables.
Let me tell you,
God damn
the
it.
temptation to give it a.
If we're really going to get this heated, can we do it when we talk about like Omen Part 4, The Awakening?
This is great. God, this is great.
I love it. I just
didn't
gotta
know
watch
we were
Raw.
going
I gotta get up
15
in the morning, man. I gotta go
into this
walk. You know,
bullshit.
man. You gotta wake up early to go walk in
This is
Alabama
great.
in the summer, dude. It's gonna be 90 degrees
It's
at
hot.
8 a.m. All right, we got a 1.5 from Cliff. I love that. Cliff, Steph, Brooks, I love you guys. You guys are doing great, but you're holding up the show, okay? Right? I'm just joking. All right, Matt, what do you think? What do you think about Expendables 4, man?
If there was a gift that could sum up what I thought of Lynx's review of this movie, it would be this. All right. And I'm not going to
Goddamn, Matt, why are you doing it, man?
I'm not gonna stutter.
Link. Don't poke at him, man.
I'm not going to stutter either. I'm not going to stutter. This movie is.
I'm not
Your
going to stop
connection
him
was
next
a little
time.
shitty. I couldn't see what you were showing. So could you show it one more time?
Oh, it's all right.
My
This movie is,
God.
I'm
Or
not
could you read
stopping
from the
Link.
paper? I'm sure you got like a joke written down or something.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Wow,
Is this
Link
happening
is
to-
coming out tonight.
There we
we
go.
doing
That's what I'm
this?
talking about. Hell yeah.
I've been saving
Hell
my
yeah. I like how you have to search for
all
it.
the year long.
We
Good job.
are
Let it out in
doing
July.
this.
Let it out in July.
God damn.
All right.
Guys act
Matt,
like an
what do you
asshole.
think about the movie,
All right.
man?
Well, about my opinion, this movie is about what I think of Lynx right now. This movie's.
I am
100
an
pounds of
asshole.
shit.
You'll find out.
This movie is 100 pounds of shit in a 50-pound sack. The only thing I liked about it was Megan Fox looks hot, but she can't act worth a shit in the movie. We got 50 Cent in it. Well, he's in it. Stallone dies. I knew he was not dead, so I wasn't even sad that he died. Then, like, there's no action. I don't know where the action's at. They have this big, stupid action scene, the first of it, with all this bullshit CGI with fucking fake fucking blood spatter again, which I can't fucking stand. And
I thought we got some good fights in this movie. I
I
thought
don't know.
was action.
And then, like,
Yeah,
the
Jason
premise,
he
this
didn't
guy-
see the Jason Statham piece
This guy's-
people up with the knives or something.
Now, this guy's got like there's a nuclear bomb on this boat, right? Okay. So then Andy Garcia, which I saw that coming a mile away, then he hits the self-destruct. What's he going to blow the fucking boat up with him on it, nuke it? How's that going to help his fucking
Right.
plan? How's that going to help him take over?
That's
That's
anything?
what Jack Palance did in
Right.
Tango and Cash, man.
Yeah,
So
exactly. What the
stupid.
fuck was that?
But he's biased. Let him be biased.
And then you got
Why
the
are you
main
gonna
cast
die and
half
make
the
money?
movie is held prisoner in the hull of a ship and don't do shit half the movie.
What?
And
Because this
okay,
is Jason
this movie-
Statham, for which we established.
This movie is the Expendables. Where are the old school action heroes in this movie? I'm gonna agree with Cliff on it.
You're all
This
old as
movie
fuck
is
and dead.
terrible.
They said that at the beginning of the movie. That's why the
No.
third one. That's why he got a whole new fucking cast.
Link.
What are we talking about?
Oh,
Take
cast.
some breaths, man. Take some.
We still got the same people.
I'm just
but
saying,
we
like,
got-
what are the points?
we
The
got
points, they
Dolph
don't make
Lundgren.
sense. It's not adding up.
And why is Diane Lane's the classy lady? What's she doing in this movie? My God! All right,
She's collecting her check. Her and
No,
Chris
That's
bro,
right.
I forgot she was in
Oh,
this movie.
Oh my
Expendables
God.
4
and
I
went
needed to
lunch.
make Expendables 4. I needed to make a car payment.
Yes.
I have no idea.
This movie
Let's
is,
look at the Fast and the Furious franchise.
well,
No,
I hate all
don't-
those
don't-
movies.
Oh,
Okay,
Link,
I
you're
hate all those movies,
overstepping
too.
now, okay?
I
Do
hate all
not
those
compare
movies.
the beloved golden franchise of Fast and Furious with the Expendables, please.
And the director, if you look at the
What the
director,
fuck is half the cast in that movie doing in that movie now, bro? Like, let's be real. Like,
Dude, they need to put some fucking put Tyrese in Expendables. Matt, go ahead.
all right. Are we done? Are
that
we
could be the
done yet?
crossover we need, bro. Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure everybody's done. Yeah, I just didn't like it. I'm sorry. 0.5.
Did you just say a 0.5,
Respect.
like a 0.5?
Yes.
He did.
God damn. All right.
Damn.
All right.
You can hear it in his voice too.
All right. I appreciate that. Jelani, what about you? What do you think about Expendables?
Jeez.
Let's tie
The
this
fuck is
together.
going on in here? All right. This is the last movie, so I'm gonna be like real quick. I'll try to be. This is the worst movie. This shit is awful, Lee. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. There are good scenes
It's the best
in it
action
with the
out of all
fucking
of them.
knives and shit. Tony is fantastic. Sure, the guy from the raid is a good villain. He should have stayed the villain until whatever the fuck it was. The second that Stallone said, "Hey, he's a good guy," I was like, "Oh fuck, he's Ocelot." There was like, "This is Ocelot, and who needs to be Ocelot?" I was like, "Oh, it's Andy Garcia, clearly," and then like they like captured all of them. And then they said, "Who is the leader?" And then Randy Couture says, "I'm the leader." And then that guy was like, "Nah, fuck you. You got cauliflower ear." It's clearly this Andy Garcia guy. We're gonna hit him in the back of the head right fast.
It's a very common
and move
affliction
on with
to
our
college people
lives.
that were like wrestling in college and shit, by the way. It's a very common affliction.
Yeah, I understand. I was told that in the first movie. Nor do I give a shit. I didn't give a shit in the fourth movie when they explained it and everyone walked away from him and no one gave a shit about his stupid cauliflower ear. Megan Fox, she was hot. She was hot in Transformers. She's not hot in this movie. I don't give a fuck how hot she is in this movie. She's dumb as fuck in this movie. How is she the leader of this group? Bitch, are you insane? You don't know anything, and you're crazy at the beginning of it. Like they make you a crazy dick. Because I know Stallone didn't want to be in the movie in the first part or the end, so they like shoehorned him in and made Megan Fox like the crazy girlfriend of this movie. So you're like, oh, okay, I get it. She's crazy. But they filmed the rest of the other movie where she's trying to be competent, and she's not. She's trash. These Expendables should be dead. All of them. Every last one of them. They were on the boat. The second they got on the boat and they were ambushed by these fuckers, they should be dead. Why are they alive? What value did they have to live? Why did they get enough time for Randy Couture to pee on the fucking grate to open it so they can get the fuck out of it? Why did this happen? Why is this movie? This movie is gray. This movie is bland. It looks like it's shot on a green screen. They shot in like Tunisia. They shot in other places in the other movies, like fucking Libya. I don't give a fuck. They did real things in those movies. This movie, they didn't do any of that. This entire screen is gray. Everything about it is gray and bland. It looks like the 2020s. It looks exactly like the 2020s. I was like, oh, okay, I understand now. This is why it looks like shit. I don't care. These movies are trash. They are such trash. It's on a level of trash I've never seen. It hurts my feelings that they did this film. Like they could have stopped. The Actors Guild strike happened, so they couldn't promote this film. I wouldn't have promoted this piece of shit if I'd known what it was. There are no stars in it. It's Dolph Lundgren, Randy Couture, 50 Cent, Megan Fox, that hot Asian chick. I don't even know her name. and fucking Tony Jaa and goddamn Jason Statham. They kill Stallone at the beginning. You know he's not dead. He comes back, kills Andy Garcia in the worst way possible.
Mhm.
It saddens me. This movie saddens
You got
me. I
chopped up.
hate
That
it.
was like-
I hate it so bad. I hate it's bad. I hate that all of it in a boat where all the Expendables should be dead. They should have just killed them. And I'd be like, I understand. So it's Jason Statham and Tony Jaa now, and they're just here to like fucking fight and kill everybody else for revenge for everyone else dying that should have fucking died. It's so bad. I hate this film. I hate it. It makes me sad to be an action fan. I'm an action fan. You hear me? I hate this film. I hate it. It is absolute shit. It is absolute garbage trash. I am going, look, I'm being nice because I'm giving it a
I don't know why you're mincing your words.
1.69. I am
Oh,
giving it
shit.
a 1.69.
Why would you give it a 69?
I
It
hate-
deserves no 69s.
The 69 is because there's a Megan Fox involved, and I had a crush on her doing Transformers. And after that is a waste of time and effort. I hate this film. I hate it. I hate
I
it.
forgot
And I
about
looked at
Megan
it,
Fox's
Megan-
ability to
And I was like,
magic
she's
herself
hot.
on eyebrows.
It's so
All right,
bad.
all right. That's a 1.69 from Jelani.
It's so
This is-
bad.
Y'all,
It's so
this is
bad.
funny. This is
Heard a
funny
lot
as
of
shit.
wine tonight.
This is funny as shit because I want y'all to bring out your calculators and total
It's
this
so
up with
bad.
me. I gave it a 1. Steph gave it a 3.5. Brooks gave it a 2. Cliff gave it a 1.5. Matt gave it a 0.5.
Dramatic.
Jelani gave it a 1.69. That is no joke, no bit. A PCP average of 1.69, which means Jelani's right.
I'm right.
Add it up, dude. The
Drop
math
the
is
line.
right, dude. Holy shit.
I'm right.
We actually got a
It's terrible.
1.69. So that means the
This movie is
Expendables
trash.
got a PCP average of 2.5. Expendables 2 got an average of 3.083363. Part 3 got an average of 2.583365, and 4 a 1.69, which means our rating from worst to best would be Part 4, Part 2, Part 3, Part 2, or hold on. Part 4,
that
Part
again.
1, Part 3, Part 2.
Worst to best.
Who's
Pretty
the best?
interesting. Thus concludes
Who's the
our
best?
review of the Expendables franchise, which took us 23 minutes
For
longer
forever.
to talk about 4 Expendable films than it did 6 Jurassic Park films. Oh, my bad. 7 Jurassic Park in world films. So there you go. This was a fun conversation. And we are just beginning the final week of Actionfest, y'all. It continues tomorrow night on Metal Elf Collectibles at 8 p.m. Central Time. Chad's going to be talking with a panel of illustrious guests, including me, about Kill Bill 1 and 2. And then Wednesday night, over at Heroes for Hire Comic Club, Big Trouble in Little China. I'll be there for that one as well. And then Friday night, the grand finale of Actionfest 2026, over at One Collection Down, John Wick, the entire franchise. Y'all, it's been a long road. We're nearing the end. But don't worry. We got lots of cool, fun stuff right ahead. Next week here on PCP Movie Night, you will not find us. We are taking a well-deserved break to get ready for Horror Fest. We usually have a 2-week break. However, 2 weeks from tonight, we're going to be back again talking about the Toy Story franchise. There are 5 Toy Story movies now, y'all. We're going to be talking about all of them. Very excited for that. And then the very next week, so 3 weeks from tonight, begins Horror Fest 2026. Y'all, you have no idea how insane it is going to be for Horror Fest this year. You will have content almost nearly every day. And the first official announcement for Horror Fest, 3 weeks from tonight, August 17th, we kick off Horror Fest here on PCP Movie Night with the Omen franchise. Horror Fest 2026 is going to be the best ever. Trust me. Jelani, thank you so much for being here. Final thoughts. What you got?
God dang it, man. These fucking Expendables. I thought I was going to like them, but I knew I wouldn't because I heard about 4 before I saw it. And then I saw it, and then I was like, fuck. So there's that. Glad to be here for this. Glad to hear us talk about it. Brooks and I do this lovely thing called Go For Your Reviews. It's a thing about toys. We talk about toys and toys. And this last week we did some lovely stuff. That was the Lethal Neighbor figure. I did kind of solo, but it's the bootleg Venom figure, which is pretty cool. And we also did a other figure, which is the Maximum Thor. It is it's okay. The face is trash, but you can use other heads. And hope you guys tune in. You know, do all the things we ask you to do, and of course, get out there and go figure.
Oh yeah, thank you so much for being here, Matt. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of Action Fest. I cannot wait to talk about Big Trouble in Little China with you on Wednesday night. What else you got coming up?
All right. Well, so look at the Wednesday. I got a video coming out. I pre-recorded. It's a retrospective on Uncanny X-Men 268. One of my favorite Jim Lee and Chris Claremont collaborations. And Friday I have I'm drawing a blank on what I've got what I gave you, but the Dynamic Duo returns. It's the new Batman and Robin Year One series that follow up to the original one they just did with Mark Waid and Chris Samney. I think I said his name right. So that's going to be a preview of that upcoming series coming out in August. And also, yeah, I said I forgot what I put down there, but then the Sunday Super Show Extravaganza at 6 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, obviously. New comic book day previews and some other fun stuff we do. And, of course, Big Trouble in Little China is Wednesday, same night at 9 o'clock. And I'm here to officially announce my lineup for August. It's going to be Westerns Month on my channel. Looking now, I can see I misspelled Josie Wells. But, all right, anyway, so we're going to be reviewing The Wild Bunch on the 5th.
Who's Jose Wales?
I know. I just realized that. I'll fix that later. But The Wild Bunch, it's a Sam Peckinpah classic, totally overlooked Western on the 12th, probably one of the greatest Westerns of all time, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And then we're going to get a little lighthearted on the 19th, and we're going to tackle Blazing Saddles, and we'll end it out with probably my favorite Clint Eastwood Western, the Outlaw Jose Wells, or the Outlaw Josie Wells is what I should say. So apologies, mistakes were made, but you gotta look over. I had to watch a bunch of Expendables movies this week.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Brain does rot for those. Yes.
If anybody wants to be on any of those panels, please hit me up.
Yeah, I gotta get back to you, man, because like honestly, I'm going to see if I can fit it in, because I got to watch 5 fucking Toy Story movies.
I will tell you, like
but I really, really love The Wild Bunch, and I have not seen it in a long time.
I don't have anybody who won't sign up for it yet, so I need somebody on that one.
Put me on that. I'll be there.
All right. But Blazing Saddles, surprisingly enough, Blazing Saddles is already full. So
no surprise.
I kind of guessed. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great lineup. Brooks, Jelani, look at that lineup, man. Just think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's on Wednesday, guys. I know it's on Wednesdays.
I love Blazing Saddles.
But please, like, at least consider it.
We
I
will
need some help.
attempt.
All right.
It shall
Cliff,
be attempted.
Thank you so much for being here. What you got coming up? Final thoughts.
Tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern, I'm on with Izzyverse NYC. We do top trending comics. Wednesday night.
Is that this thing?
Nope, absolutely not. Because I don't have the art for everything. So if I'm not running the show, I don't got art. Wednesday night is the Council of Comics. Come join us for a hangout. It's episode 63 of New Comic Book Day. And then that's it. Just watch my channel. I have lots of fun things. But thank you for having me here, because the best part of being here is just hanging out with all of y'all. You too, Link. But like that's the best part of showing up here. Because sometimes it ain't the movies.
Yes, exactly. I mean, if we really showed up because we were super like these are the best movies of all time, nobody would be here tonight. Let's be honest, okay? Let's be honest. Brooks,
Yeah, I'm a fan of bad movies sometimes.
I know you are. You bad movie cinema, right?
Well, bad cinema will be coming back. We'll talk about that backstage. I want to talk to you about that.
Oh, fuck, dude. All right, I got Raw to watch, so let's wrap this up. Brooks, final thoughts. You always lead us out with profoundness.
Oh yeah, just like like as much as I like shit we talk about these movies. Like I do kind of have like a soft spot for them, just because like Stallone, he was a big action guy. He was a big hero of mine back in the day. Like second to Arnold, obviously, but. These movies were fun, if nothing else. Like, even the worst of them, I think, had some merit. Like, I didn't feel like
I think the conversation was even better.
Yeah.
And honestly, if I was walking around and saw these like in a fucking Blu-ray set together for like $20, I'd buy them.
Yeah, I'd buy them even if 4 was in the pack.
Yeah, and one day we may run out of ideas, and I'll be like, y'all, we're going to dive deep into just Expendables 1. We're just gonna do the first one.
Yeah, but my favorite of the night, I kind of wanted to go with the theme.
Can I skip that one?
Gamer versus Nick Fury here, looking real fucking sexy in his.
Hold on, what's that?
Sick.
Yeah, I like that. I got that one. I got that one.
Yeah. Oh no, that's the Punisher one, like the Punisher.
Yeah, it's from the Punisher beat 'em up. Yeah, he was the second player.
Video game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he comes with all these kind of guns and shit. So he's pretty awesome. Grizzled Warhawk.
Perfect. They should bring David Hasselhoff.
Yeah, Hasselhoff was another one that I wish they'd have thrown in here.
Link, I appreciate you. I love you. Wait, go ahead. What did you say?
Oh, the Hasselhoff. Didn't they do a Fury movie?
Yeah, he did the Nick Fury movie in like the 90s, the Fox movie or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, it was like straight to TV.
Awesome.
Yeah, okay.
I cannot wait. Somebody needs to cover that movie at some point.
It's coming. It's coming.
And none of us have done that Punisher movie. Matt teased me this year. He teased me. He was like,
I
I'm going to do the
I thought you were going to do it, so I backed out.
Yeah, but then I decided to do the
Dolph Lundgren.
I really
Dolph
want y'all to
Lundgren
do
one.
the Incredible Hulk movies.
Lundgren was the Punisher.
But yeah, like Matt was gonna do it, then I was like, I'm thinking about doing it. Then Matt backed off, and then I was like, no, I'm just going Van Damme.
I'd already decided by them was the problem. I'd already picked my lineup.
It's all good though, man. We got a great lineup. It's the most explosive, most bombastic Actionfest lineup of all time. Link, I love you. You're my brother. Final thoughts. I did not get Verno's thumbnail in time, so I'm sorry.
Midsummer this Thursday, following up.
Oh shit, that's
OG
right.
Wickerman from last week. Yes, sir.
Surprise.
Final thoughts. Expendables 4 is the best one, if we're being honest. That's it.
A hill worth dying on.
I love
Balls on you.
it. I love it. Yeah, y'all are talking about Midsummer.
I feel like we're being trolled right now.
Y'all, we had a great conversation with Blood Splatter
We are.
Chatter on Thursday night about The Wicker Man. That conversation was amazing. That was a great movie. Got me super excited for Horror Fest. So 3 weeks from tonight, because we're off next week, but 3 weeks from tonight, we commence Horror Fest. PCP, we got, y'all, you don't even know. I can't even fully announce it yet, but the announcement is coming soon. In fact, I was going to have the announcement on August 9th, but the announcement will be on an impromptu Rockin' Robbie Live Sunday night, 7 p.m. We're doing a Rockin' Robbie Live, which was allegedly supposed to be the penultimate Rockin' Robbie Live of all time. I promise that the final episode is August 9th. So that means we get a penultimate episode, because you have to have a penultimate episode. But we'll see what happens, y'all. Don't take me too seriously when I make weird posts about final shows. However, 3 weeks from tonight, the Omen franchise kicking off Horror Fest. But 2 weeks, the week before that, the Toy Story franchise. But do not forget to join Actionfest tomorrow night over at Metal Elf Collectibles for Kill Bill. Wednesday night over at Heroes for Hire Comic Club with Big Trouble in Little China. And the grand finale, the John Wick franchise over at One Collection Down. It's been a long road. It's been a fun road. It's been awesome. We're dipping out. We're saying pop, pop, boom!